Hi, everybody. So we have another shout out to give out to a longtime fan that's been listening to us from the very beginning. Want to go ahead, Noe?
Yes, I would love to give a shout out to a good man, a good friend of mine. His name is Renee. The name itself makes you just want to drop your panties.
Oh, God damn it.
Yeah. And I just want to give a shout out to Renee because he's been listening to us at the beginning, and he comments on, well, he sends me messages directly, and he always tells me how good we're doing and all that. He doesn't really like you, Manny. I'm sorry to tell you that, but he loves me. But the word around the block is Renee will steal your bitch.
Oh, God damn.
Yeah, he's one of those guys.
It's to steal your girls.
So not only are we privileged to have such a pimp listen to us, he's also getting a shout out.
Hell yeah.
So I just want to say to another fellow Bison, Renee, thank you for listening to the Bison.
Thank you so much.
Back again. We are back again for the Bison Lounge, and I want to welcome all you lovely ladies and gentlemen to the lounge yet once again. Thank you for joining us, and of course, I cannot forget to introduce myself, your handsome host, Noe, and we cannot forget the handsome yet forgettable and, of course, still mentally disturbed Manuel.
Very much so. How's it going? How you doing today?
It's going good. It's going good, Manuel. It's been not so much of a long. It hasn't been a rough week, but it's been a long week.
Yeah,
if that makes sense.
Very much. It does. It does. It's been the same for me, man.
I didn't have time to pick up my phone. Throw a little jerk off sesh here and there.
Not even for like 5 minutes.
Not even for 5 minutes.
Man.
5 minutes is minimal. Minimal in this day and age.
Having those 5 minutes to yourself.
Yeah. It used to mean a lot to me, but now it seems like I'm fading away from my good old glory days. It seems like I'm getting older.
Yeah, no. Don't even remind me of that, man. Adulting sucks.
Adulting does suck.
Yeah.
Very much sucks. It sucks that I gotta wear underwear now.
Tell me about it. You gotta even wear pants.
Yeah, I know. It fucking disgusts me. It sucks when you get older. You start to realize, like, you could step outside for not even 5 minutes. You come back inside and you got swamp ass.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And it feels so uncomfortable.
Yeah,
it's weird that when you get swamp ass, besides the smell, it's all, icky down there.
Yeah.
For some reason, when I have my jerk off sessions, I'm all icky down there from the leftover love stains, and I'm perfectly fine with it.
You're fine with it?
Yeah, I'm fine with it.
Huh.
I love to walk around. I'm like a what you call a human pig. I like to
the swine. You swine.
Swine.
Yeah. No, I mean, it has been a long week. I can relate on that. Just work. When do I have my me time? Never.
Mm-hmm.
Never. And then, of course, children come into the picture.
I'm just about to say that.
Yeah, children come into the picture. So
how are the kids doing?
They're doing good. They're doing good. Again, my youngest is in jiu-jitsu. My oldest, he had his first baseball for the league, his little tiny league. He lost. Unfortunately, his team lost, but it was against their own like little group, their own little team, which are the Chargers. The Chargers, dude. Yeah, they go in the middle when they after a game and they're all like, yeah, Chargers on 3, 1, 2, 3, Chargers, yay! All little kids running around, happy. But they had like a little skirmish between the team A and team B. Fortunately, my son's team lost. But yeah, they lost. Yeah, but they still got a whole season ahead of them. We'll see how that goes. I'm actually really proud of my son. He's been doing really good, man.
That's good.
Got the coaches telling me like this boy's got an arm, and he really does, man.
Does he?
He throws. When I'm practicing with them, there's times that I actually have to shake my hand, like, damn, dude, chill out on that arm.
So when he's a teenager, you got to be really scared because you might be a victim of one of those kids that just beats the shit out of their dad.
Yeah, dude, I'm like, well, my youngest is in jiu-jitsu, so when they get older, I'm gonna be like, come on, let's go around, son, let's go around. Next thing you know, oh, what the fuck?
Knocked out.
Yeah, exactly. What just happened? Son, bring me up
in
here.
The hospital, the IVs connected to you.
Bring me my cigar, son. I need to relax. But yeah, no, dude, like, he's got an arm, and then like his batting average is not bad at all. They had like a little they went to like the batting cages and everything like that, and they gave him like 10 hits each. Out of the 10, my son got 8. So I'm like, I'm proud. I like where this is headed.
Wait, it's a baseball?
Yeah, it's baseball.
It's baseball.
He's
really, that's interesting because here baseball is not really a sport we celebrate.
The old-timey American baseball.
Yeah, it's like white people shit.
Well, my kids are half white, so.
Yeah, but that don't count. They're mutts.
Pretty much, yeah, they are.
Mutts.
Mexican, their dad's side, and their white side from their mother. Yeah, no, it's a mixing races. Oh, God.
You see all those hot moms, though?
Dude, let me tell you something. I've never been so excited about my kids' games until I saw baseball moms.
Baseball moms?
Baseball moms.
I bet baseball moms are the ones that really know how to, toss a ball.
Toss a ball, and they know how to grip the bat.
Yeah, I bet they do.
Yes,
I bet they do.
Indeed, they do.
Do you ever come up with pickup lines or anything? Do you have one? I think I got one I'd like to tell you.
Go for it.
Okay, so what you do is you find the one you're interested in, you just go up to her, and all you do is like, hey, baby girl, you suck dick?
I usually just point towards my pants.
I need you to get on all fours and perform oral.
Yeah. Right now. Let me show you. Let me see how many strikes you can get out of me. But nah, dude, I enjoyed the time. That there's good eye candy, baseball moms and everything like that. And some of them female coaches are.
Female coaches?
Yeah.
Those are the real ones you need to be talking to.
Oh, yeah.
Those are the ones that'll really tie you down.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. But other than that, what about you? Tell me about your week now.
Our week's just been long. We've just been dreading and, take care of business like always. And comics here and there, which is, like I told before, is my passion. I love comics, and I got a few orders, or I'm clean and pressing a few people's books right now, and it's fun until you start to realize, when you start doing something so much, you're just like, I hate this shit.
What am I doing with my life?
What am I doing with my life? I guess my grandma was right. I wasn't going to be nothing when I grew up. It was going to be nothing. But besides that, what have you been playing?
I've actually been on that. I jumped on the bandwagon for Repo.
What's that?
It's a little tiny game. Like, think of you remember Among Us?
What?
Among Us?
No. Oh, Among Us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's nothing like that. Well, the game is basically you're playing as a little robot that goes into these, I don't want to say haunted areas, because the monsters that are in there, they're legit monsters. It's not like a little ghost chasing after you or anything like that. But whatever building you're in, it's a different monster. But while you're trying to avoid this monster, you're trying to take stuff that's worth money back to your compound, so you can buy upgrades and stuff like this. You can buy little deterrents to keep the monsters at bay. The game is really fun. It's when you got a crew in there, it's really, really fun. When you're doing the single player mode, you feel like a loser. You're like, why don't I have any friends? But other than that, that game is fun because the whole premise of it is you're repoing things. You're taking diamonds. You're taking this is worth something. This person owes this much. So I'm going to take this, and that to make up for what they owe. Hence the name Repo. Yeah. So it's a nice little game, little time waster. One of those type of games, just to kill time. But when you have your friends in there, oh man.
Havoc. Nothing but havoc.
Havoc, yes, indeed. Especially since there's this little fucking duck. There's this little fucking duck that the moment it sees you, it's just quacking for your fucking attention.
Really?
Yeah.
It follows you?
It follows you. Okay, so it stands in front of you. And then if you look up, it jumps and it's jumping to get into your view.
Attention?
Yeah. So the thing about this stupid little duck is you can keep on running as much as you can, as long as your stamina takes you, and it's going to try to stay in front of you.
Okay.
If you pick something up, it'll jump up and break it. Oh. So you can break the things, the objects that you're trying to repo, they can break, if you bump them into something, they lose value. So which means that you have to go back into the house and get you got to keep on getting stuff until you meet the goal of the amount owed. So if you find let's say this person owes 10K, you got to bring back 10K worth of stuff, and if you bring a little extra, perfect, bonus points. But this little fucking duck will follow you. If it sees you, you know it saw you because you just hear the little quack in the back and just oh fuck. If I run, it's going to follow me. And if I pick something up, it's going to break it.
Interesting.
Yeah. It's an annoying little fucker. it's cost me to lose the game a couple of times. So
That's interesting. It's somewhat annoying the way you put it to me.
Yeah, it is. It is fucking
Sounds
annoying.
like a game I never want to play.
Yeah, I highly recommend it, but I mean, you need friends first.
Yeah.
You need friends first. So, but other than that, that's I've been playing that and 7 Days to Die lobby, man.
7 days of that still.
Isaac joined me last time. Chaos.
Just
pure chaos.
Yeah, if anyone doesn't know Isaac, which if you've been listening by now, you're pretty familiar with the name. Isaac, whenever you play video games with Isaac's the type that he'll get you in trouble.
He'll put you in a predicament.
And not just in video games, in real life.
In real life.
He got me in trouble a lot back in the day, but it's all right. We still love that man.
Yeah, love that big lovable wolf.
Oh yeah, by the way, funny story. So a fellow viewer, listener, was talking to me, and he was like, "That guy Isaac, I couldn't help but notice, but he sounds really, really fat."
Damn.
Yeah, but dude, I was cracking my ass off when he said that.
I mean, I guess. How do you? I don't know. How does a fat person sound? Because I mean, I'm fat, and do I sound fat?
Not to me, but probably because I already know you.
Like I don't know. Like that's an interesting thing. Never. God damn! Now it's gonna be stuck in my head. How does a fat person sound?
Fat.
Out of breath. Hey guys. Just let me get a drink of my Coke, my Diet Coke. Which right now, what are you drinking there, Noe?
Right now, I was drinking a little bit of a C4 just to give me a little bit of energy, even though, like, this is my first energy drink in the past 3 weeks.
Oh, damn.
Yeah,
okay.
So, and I haven't even finished it, so technically I broke the... Well, I gave up energy drinks, but I gave up energy drinks in the way I was handling them, where I was having one every fucking day. And like, it's a big difference. Like, I've just been drinking coffee now. And at first, after like, I gave it up, I was drinking coffee like water. But now I've kind of gone back. I've been probably having like 3 cups, maybe 4, which isn't bad. Considering.
I mean, I don't think that's any better.
Well, it's better than fucking... But you gotta remember, I was drinking that on top of pre-workout and an energy drink every day.
Oh, get the fuck out of here with
That's what I'm saying. Like, my caffeine intake was really bad, so I'm kind of proud of myself.
No, that's good. That's good. 3 weeks? Damn, that's...
At 3 weeks, so I'm pretty...
Dedication.
Holding on strong. That's dedication.
Yeah, I mean...
Dedication.
I mean, I'm drinking a Bang right now. Cotton candy flavor. Not bad. Not bad at all.
That's the shit I was drinking every day.
Oh, bangs
every day.
Damn.
1 every day, maybe 2 when I was really tired, when I feel it.
Like, for me, at one time, yeah, I was drinking Bang first thing in the morning, buy myself a Bang or a Monster or a Nos, and then lunchtime came up again, Bang, Monster or Nos.
God.
Then fucking after work, Bang, Monster or Nos, one of them things. But somebody told me, like, how are you gonna wake up full of energy? Your tank's at full. And then you're going to drink an energy drink. Why don't you first spend your normal energy and then you drink a Monster or something later on through the day if you already feel like you're on empty? Toss one in and then stop, you fucking psycho.
Do you drink coffee?
Yes, when I have it.
Oh, so you drink energy drinks more than coffee?
Pretty much, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I mean, even then, like, throughout the week, this has been maybe my second energy drink all week.
That's not bad.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Like it doesn't. They don't seem as attractive as they were back in high school.
Dude, I remember back when energy drinks were a thing. Everybody was sipping that like it was a cool thing. Like in high school, it was like it wasn't beer. It was energy drinks.
Right?
It was energy drinks.
That's what I was saying. Like I remember back in the day, like every person, as soon as energy drinks became a thing, everybody started acting like there was some old fuck that was all like, I need my energy drink in the morning, and without my energy drink, I'm not 100%. I'm like, then you probably have some vitamin deficiency or something, bro. You need to go get checked out.
It could fucking kill you, too.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, I've heard some horror stories about it.
Yeah, I've heard some horror stories. People just dying because they've been drinking like 2 a day.
2 a day, and
that's
shit like
fucking
that.
Crazy. 2 energy drinks a day? Jesus Christ.
I don't even know how I'm still alive, man. From all those energy drinks that we drank back in the day.
Yeah, back in the day. Man, like, Juice? Wasn't Juice the shit we used to drink for like half energy drinks, or was that Sparks?
Both? Wait, no. I think Sparks was a dedicated energy drink.
Yeah,
alcohol.
With alcohol.
And then Juice came out, and oh my God, dude, just thinking about it, just...
Yeah.
I can't.
That stuff, they don't make them no more, do they? I haven't seen them on shows in years.
I thought they changed the names to Four Locos.
Four Locos, is that what they are?
I think that's what it is.
Because I remember Snoop Dogg bought juice back in the day when it was like still in its prime.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I guess maybe he sold it and they changed the name, but yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, I don't know where juice just disappeared.
Yeah,
and then Four Locos were like the big thing, but I can't even. I can't drink that shit.
I can't even drink beer anymore.
I know. I'm with you there. I can drink beer, but I'm not as young as I used to be, where I like could drink a 12-pack and I'll be fine the next day. And now, dude, I wake up with the worst fucking hangover.
Fuck that.
No matter what. And I feel bloated, too.
It's because the yeast. That's why I don't like fucking with it.
Yeah, I know.
Like, I remember back in the day, back when I used to drink Wild Turkey and go to parties with Wild Turkey 101.
God, yeah.
I used to, like, people used to be, it's Wild Turkey. I was like, no, I watered it down. They're like, oh, you watered it down with what? Beer?
More beer.
And I did used to do that. I used to like,
are you serious?
Yeah, I would get a cup, put like half turkey, and then put the other half beer.
You maniac.
Yeah, that shit hits you hard.
Well, I bet. Because, I mean, I did that once thinking, like, I wonder, but I did it with vodka.
Oh, no, fuck you.
Yeah, no, I did it with vodka, and I mixed the two together. That night was, I don't remember, but I did find a lot of puddles of puke.
Isn't that the day after you found out your girl was pregnant?
Oh, God. I think so. Wait a minute. Oh, God. Anyways.
Well, on to other topics, we got some but before what I've been playing is Wukong. So this week I've been putting more hours in, and I'm still, man, I've been on the third world for like weeks already.
No progress at all? Yeah.
I mean, in a sense, I'm progressing, but it's like I'm finding so much hidden shit. Like the other day, I was exploring the map, and I was like, oh wait, I missed this part of the map. Because the thing about Wukong, you have a map, but when you travel in the certain areas, that's when it opens it up.
Yeah.
Like you can't just go to your map and see like, oh, there's this over here. It's like, it's nothing but smoke.
Yeah.
Mist.
Yeah.
And as soon as you go through that area, it widens, but it still doesn't widen enough.
Right.
So I missed a part, and I found a mini boss, but this dude kicked my ass for I think I played this guy like 20 times. And like when you go up to him, it looks like he's praying, but what he really is, he has his hands roped. He has his hands like tied up behind him, roped, and he kicks your ass by just kicking you.
Oh,
so like I kicked his ass off, but then it turns out like he's one of those like stage 2 bosses where like, so after you beat him, you deplete his his mana, not his mana, his health bar.
I was about to say.
Well, after that, it's like, oh, okay, we played. So then he breaks his hands free. So then he's doing like not drunken master, like the praying mantis type moves on you with the kicks.
Oh shit!
And he was kicking my ass. Like so many times.
Does Wukong do it to where like if you lose on the second stage, you have to play the first stage of the monster again?
Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't save. It's like, nah, fuck you. You're going to play them again.
You're going to do, shit.
Yeah. It sucks. But it's a fun, like I said, I've been playing and it's really fun. I really love the Wukong thing. And if it's, I mean, I know they consider it a Dark Souls. And like I've said it time and time again. I'm pretty sure people are like, dude, you said this before, but hey, I'm going to say it one more time. And I probably say it shit. And you're going to listen.
You're going to listen.
And I'm not a fan of the Souls games, but this one, I just like, I don't know what it is. I just like the dynamic. I like the characters and not because all the old ones, the ones I've tried, like Dark Souls, Bloodborne, I didn't like the characters or the premise.
Right.
Like I didn't like the art, but in here, I really like it. It's really fun. I like the monkey with the staff.
Yeah.
Doing all these cool moves, doesn't talk. He's like, wow.
Yeah. I mean, it is Wukong, dude. He's supposed to be played full, but I don't know. I still haven't played it fully. What I was gonna say or ask is, are you just not into the old school Gothic stuff, like the armor and shit like that?
Yeah, you see, that's what it is. I'm not into that goth like premise, which I'm not. People love those games, but for me, nah.
Like the knights,
yeah, the knights and all that. Nah, it's not my thing.
Really?
Yeah,
that's interesting.
That's probably why I'm not into goth mommies.
How dare you?
I know. I'm gonna be fucking slaughtered with a stick. I'm a witch. They're gonna burn me like a witch.
Just steak.
Yeah.
Boy, you ought to be ashamed of yourself.
Should be ashamed, but I'll admit it. I ain't scared.
Hey, to each their own.
Yeah, to each their own. And I want to talk about one game. So my barber told me about this, and shout out to Steve the barber, aka the best barber in San Antonio. He knows how to give you a good cut, and he could talk. He and not talk in a bad way. He knows good conversation. So just give a little shout out. But he was telling me about this game that just came out. It's called Schedule One. You've heard of this?
Yeah, dude. I actually been playing that too.
Yeah. So he told me about that today because I went and got my haircut with him today, and he was telling me that it's pretty much you're making pot, but you could mix it and you could have people explode or change colors.
Yep.
And he was just telling me it's like not exactly like Grand Theft Auto, but like you could go shoot people and all that.
You can pick up a bat. Like if you buy a bat, you can have it in your hands and start beating people, or you can punch people randomly.
And it's only PC.
Yeah, it's only PC, and I like it because of the randomest shit that you can get out of it. Like for example, you can mix a nugget of weed with I believe it was Viagra.
Yeah, he told me that too.
And then after you mix those two, you get something called like a Asian thunderfuck or something like that. The name of the weed is gonna become something different.
Oh, it even names them out for you.
That's why, like, when I saw that, like, Asian thunderfuck, what the hell is this shit? Like, do you go to a dealer and tell him, like, let me get some of that Asian thunderfuck? Like, holy shit. Yeah. Okay. But you can, after you mix it and make this new strand of weed, you can mix something else into it. Like, I saw this one person do after they mixed Viagra and the nugget of weed, they got this crazy freaking mixture, and then they added Coke. Like soda, Coke soda, and it made something even better that would make people's head like inflate and shit like that. But it would make them super fat.
Is it first person or third?
You're playing as first person. You can go third person to look at your character.
Oh, okay.
But you can play with other people too.
Yeah,
you can be mixing with other people too, and like have a whole little crew in there. I think it's up to 4 play. I think it's up to 4 players, but y'all are just like dealing weed. You go walk up to random people at a burger shop and say you want to try a sample of this, and you can literally, as soon as you sell it to them, they smoke it. Like you literally see them pick up a random joint and just smoke it, and they'll like if it inflates their head, you see it happening like right then and there. It's a fun game, dude. It's cool. Like all the mixtures and stuff like that, just hilarious. And then of course you're working to get better places. You start off in a Winnebago, but it gets exploded by like a rival cartel that's saying that this is our turf. So then you move on to like a shitty little like a motel room. So as you're selling, you're making more money, which then you can like go buy an apartment complex that's bigger, and so on and so forth. You go to a house. From the house, you go to a mansion, and then you can finally buy yourself another Winnebago. And yeah, no, there's like a lot to do in that game. It's fun. It's fun.
Video games have come a very long way. When I hear stuff like this, I'm like, what's next? And then you hear stuff like this, and what's next?
And then drug dealer simulator? What the fuck?
Christ. I mean, the only thing they're really missing is you have your own porn shoot and stuff.
That's actually a thing, right?
Oh my god! Where? I'm disgusted. Where? What's it called?
It's like some kind of like you shoot porn videos. Well, of course, I don't remember what it's called. I don't know if it was like a director simulator or something like that. But it involves shit like that. You got to look for the stars. You got to make sure like they're the right stats. Of course, when you look at their stats, it gives you like they're good at this, and that. So you got to make sure you put them in that type of scene.
And she could fuck you like crazy, but her head game's off. Her head game, it needs F. It's an F.
It's F. Well,
she doesn't know what she's doing down there.
Of course, like you even got to send them to get STDs checked and all that stuff.
Wow.
Yeah,
that's pretty crazy.
Yeah, no, it's already out there. So, what more can they do? No idea, man. The sky's the fucking limit.
Strip poker.
Because
I know they have for the Oculus Rift, right? That's the one with the headset. Yeah, I know there's poker, which that's kind of the only reason why I want to get one, because I thought it was cool you could interact in a poker game.
Yeah,
but strip poker?
I don't know about strip poker, but
it was my idea.
The patent it. But I think you have like a liar's game or something like that. Or like, oh damn, I'm trying to remember what the name of the game is called. But you're bluffing the whole time, and like you can call out the other person, like I think you're bluffing, but if you're wrong, they can shoot you.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So like if you say like, yeah, he's bluffing, and they're all like, are you sure? Are you positive? They turn the card over. Ha! They shoot you.
Oh shit.
I'm trying to remember the name of the game, and I think it's on VR.
What?
Yeah, I think it's on VR. Other than that, I think they have another one on Steam, but again, drawing a blank.
Drawing
a fucking blank right now. That's how long this fucking week has been, dude.
Yeah.
It's that
long week. Well, I heard, well, why don't you tell us about something you're excited for? Right when Emmanuel came in, he's like, dude, we got to talk about this real quick. And I'm going to let you, before I put my input in, why don't you tell the people the one thing on the topic today that you are excited for, which I was completely off guard.
Well, I mean, think about it. Think about this. Do you remember the movie Naked Gun?
Of course.
Bro. Okay, tell me what you thought about the old school.
Honestly, I'm going to tell you right now, I wasn't a fan.
Really?
Yeah. I know it's a cult classic and all that.
Dude, I loved it. Like that type of like comedy back in the day, it was good slapstick comedy, but as a kid, it made me laugh so fucking much.
Really?
Yeah, it got me good. So when I saw that they were going to remake, I don't know if it's remake. I think it's a continuation. I think
Is it?
Yeah, I think it's a continuation. Because on the trailer, he's supposed to be the son,
Of course, that's what they usually do.
of Leslie Nielsen's character in the first, second, and I think there was like a third one
But it's
too.
called 2.5.
2.5, and then 33rd and 1/3 or something like that. Yeah, dude, like there was just a bunch of those movies, man.
Yeah, I was so surprised because when Manuel told me, I couldn't believe the hype Manuel had for this. I was like, I didn't know Mexicans like that. I was like, Jesus Christ.
It's I liked it, dude. That slapstick comedy gets me all the fucking time, dude. It always fucking gets me. And
Are you a fan of Liam Neeson, by the way?
Absolutely, man.
Really? I mean, the only thing I ever really gave a fuck about Liam Neeson was Taken.
Oh, I don't know who you are. But good luck. Anyways, I just killed it for everybody right there. Everybody I'm pretty sure was expecting like, oh, he's going to do the line. He's going to do the line. No. Yeah, I don't get that satisfaction from me right now.
Yeah, it's like everything.
That's what I am. I'm a tease.
And Pamela Anderson's in it as well.
Yes, Pamela Anderson. Geez, like she's changed a lot over the years.
She's got old.
Yeah. I mean, we're getting old.
Yeah, of course.
Getting old.
Yeah, well, everyone's getting old, but like, she doesn't look bad for her age, but you know, she's not that vixen anymore.
She's not the Baywatch vixen that
you watch big titty blonde white girl that runs up to you and you're just like, Jesus,
oh god,
splooge right before she even says a word to you.
Here comes the CPR, you're already popping a boner before she even gets to you.
Yep.
Right,
unconscious of this, you already got a boner.
I mean, but yeah, no, I'm back to the movie before we started talking about boners. I'm really excited for this one because in the trailer itself, he's doing the slapstick comedy also, but more modernized.
Yeah.
I mean, it was perfect. I was like, they got the most serious guy.
You see, that's where I was going to go next. Like, I was like, the most serious guy in Hollywood, they gave him, he's going to be in this movie?
In a comedy. Because, I mean, he did, what was it, 1,000 Ways to Die in the West?
Yeah.
He did that, but he wasn't as funny.
Yeah.
And then, of course, he was in Ted 2.
Yeah.
1 or 2?
2.
Was it 2?
Yeah, I thought it was 2.
Where he walks into the shopping center and then he's like, will anybody follow me if I buy these tricks?
No, wait, no, I think that was 1.
That was the first part, wasn't it? Where
the grocery store?
Yeah. Like, that was like I wasn't expecting him to be in a comedy like that, but it's still not him being funny.
Really?
It was just Ted adding to it that made it funny. As for like, now he's going to be the main character in The Naked Gun. I'm actually really, really curious to see where this goes, dude. That's why I'm kind of like hyped for it.
Are you going to be one of those first day people? Like first day it comes out, you're going to go see it?
Oh, you better believe it, dude.
Really?
I'm going to take a date there or something. I'm going to find an excuse to go.
You're going to find an excuse?
Yeah, I guess I'll make the excuse that, hey.
What's your excuse for the day? You're going to knock a girl out and bring her?
Yeah, pretty much. Probably put a couple of,
bring a sex doll?
Yeah, pretty much.
This is my girlfriend, Vivian.
Even have a name.
She has all lipstick around her. You could tell she just used her. It's my girlfriend, Vivian.
He named her? What the fuck?
Yeah. You're pretty serious when you name your sex doll. That's why mine's named Linda.
Oh, she sounds dirty.
She's a dirty little blonde.
God damn. Oh, damn. She's a blonde.
No, I am with them white girls. Can't get enough of them. They're a curse, really.
I thought you were into Latinas.
No, I never actually dated my race. I'm scared of my race. Stab's crazy.
You caught me off guard.
Why? Because you can't believe I don't date my race?
No, I mean, I wasn't expecting you to say that, but oh, God.
Crazy Latinos. Don't get me wrong, they're fine as fuck. They're fine as fuck. They got the boobs, they got the butt, they got everything.
Absolutely, they
come with a bunch of problems.
Oh, damn.
Bunch of problems. But side note, since we were talking about Ted, never liked those movies.
What?
Yeah.
What? Well, I mean, you have mentioned before you weren't a big fan of Family Guy.
I'm not a fan of Family Guy at all. I'm not a fan of, what's his name, Seth MacFarlane?
Yeah, that's the creator.
Not a fan.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Is it his comedy or it's just him?
It's his comedy.
His comedy?
His comedy to me is fart jokes. And I guess when, like, fart jokes mean, like, stupid comedy.
I mean, I'm not above a poop joke, but it's gotta have a good hook, you know?
I was never really.
No, you're not above fart jokes, you know?
I'm not a fan of South Park either.
What?
I've seen a few episodes here and there, but I've never been a fan. Of course, movies of a staple of history, like
Bigger, Longer, and Uncut.
Yeah, Bigger, Longer, and Uncut. That's a good movie.
It was good.
I was never big on the shows. Like I seen that one famous episode, The Gamers, where there's World at Warcraft.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that one was all right, but I've never been a South Park fan either.
I mean, one of my favorite episodes was the Al Gore.
Al Gore?
The Man Bear Pig. Yeah, and that one always cracked me up. Just like the way he would go into his little lair. Man Bear Pig sequence activate, and like he just turned on a TV or something like that.
See, me, when it comes to comedy, I'll tell you, and the people are going to judge me when it comes to me and my comedy. One of my favorite show ever. And I've learned a lot in life because of this show, and this show came back in the 90s. That's Seinfeld.
Seinfeld.
I love Seinfeld.
It was a show about nothing.
It was a show about nothing.
But it was still funny.
It was hilarious. I learned so much in life because of Seinfeld. I love Jerry Seinfeld.
He's a good comedian. He's a really good comedian. I mean, isn't he the one that brought the whole "what's the deal" jokes?
Yeah, what's the deal with New York? The last time I checked, it wasn't that new.
Yeah. He's the one that brought the "what's the deal" jokes into light and stuff like that. Well, I think that was his comedy hit. That was his comedy for the longest time. Yeah,
comedy for the longest time.
What's the deal with this? What's the deal with that? What's the deal? I mean, I'm not saying it wasn't funny. It was funny, but I mean, he really burned the hell out of that.
Yeah. Oh no, big time. And one thing too that because I watched interviews and stuff, and if you ever notice, which I'm sure a lot of people don't watch Jerry Seinfeld stand-ups, but he never cusses. He never cusses or like talks about tits, ass, anything.
That's true.
And he was asked like, why? And not because people want him to, but like, you know, like, why don't you ever go that far in your comedy?
Right.
And he was like, I wanted to stick to this, like, which is not, you know, your fart jokes or your sex jokes or anything, because that's why he wanted to stick out. And he did. I mean, he did one of the most famous shows. He's a stupid millionaire. He's one of the richest people. He's one of the richest people in life because of Seinfeld.
Yeah.
The last season, he was getting paid $5 million an episode.
What?
Yeah, an episode.
God damn.
And they wanted him to come back for another season. They were going to double it, but he was like, "Nah, we're done. That's it,
dude, for real." Like, in my personal, like, I did like the show.
I loved the show.
I loved the show also. Like, I mean, I can't think of an episode where I was just like,
Yeah.
It was. I mean, maybe there was, but I can't remember me ever saying like, that episode sucked, or that episode was okay.
They never had a bad episode.
I don't think they ever had a bad episode to where people were like, God, this episode sucked.
Yeah, they never did.
So, in my personal opinions, yeah, he was a good comedian.
Yeah,
he was a really good comedian. So, but I mean, to make, what would you say, like $5 million? Like,
$5 million an episode? The last season, I think it was like 20-something episodes.
Well, Jesus Christ. So 20 episodes per season, or was it more?
No, the last season.
The last season
was last season.
The last
like 20-something episodes.
Good Lord.
And they were getting paid. Like, he was getting paid. But what I was saying was, So, like I said, Jerry Seinfeld was making $5 million an episode.
Jeez.
And Kramer, Elaine, and George, which are the other three main stars for Seinfeld, they were making $2 million an episode.
What?
Yeah, so of course the star is going to get the most.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
But them as well. That's why, like, they're set for life. It was one of the most successful shows in history.
Well, I mean, I wonder if they're still getting something today.
Oh yeah, they still get, what do they call it? Royalty checks?
Yeah,
royalties. They get
royalties.
royalties because Seinfeld's been. It's nothing but pop culture. Seinfeld's been bought out by, because they were first, was it Fox?
Fox, yes.
Fox,
Yes.
and then they went from Fox to, like, they were on, a lot of people didn't know, but they were on Adult Swim for a little bit, just a little bit.
Wait, what?
Yeah, Seinfeld was on Adult Swim for maybe a year.
I didn't even know.
Yeah, and then I forgot the other TV channel that started putting them up, and then that's when we walked into the era of this era where it's streaming now.
Yeah.
And they were on Hulu. They got bought with Hulu, so they were getting royalties from there. Because remember, they're still getting royalties from
Back in the day.
back in the day, and then they were with Hulu, and now they got bought by Netflix. And Seinfeld on Netflix
shit.
right now.
What the crap? Like,
Yeah.
all seasons.
All seasons.
So one thing that I don't like about Hulu and Netflix, like, well, I'm not throwing shade or anything.
Hulu sucks. No,
You think so?
no, I love Hulu, but I got the cheap version, so they give you ads all the
Oh
time.
yeah, you have to pay $15 to not get ads. Go figure. Well, I mean, it's better than paying for cable. That's like what?
Who the fuck has cable anymore?
Yeah. No, like my whole house is nothing but streaming.
Yeah, it's nothing but
It's
streaming.
streaming. Like, and even then, like, we don't watch that much TV either. But other than that, like, for me, like, I was thinking about if Hulu bought them out and they're like replaying everything. What I hate is when they're all like, "Oh, you better watch it now because it's about to get removed."
Mhm.
I'm like, dude, why can't you just have like the category of that one show and have all the seasons and let people just fucking watch that as much as they want? And if they want to purchase it off of you, that's money in your pocket.
Yeah.
Why not just do that? And then, like, instead of being all like, "Oh, they're going to remove it," fucking Hulu or
Yeah.
fucking Netflix.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just a thought. Hulu, Netflix, think about it. You can sell the fucking, the seasons and stuff.
Yeah.
Sell them. That way they can have them in their own little cloud save or something like that.
Yeah, well, they do that for certain movies and stuff. But Seinfeld's its own thing. Like, Seinfeld's not just a movie. It's like I said, it's one of the most successful shows ever. Like, it's not going to go away anytime soon. And this show's old already. We're in 2025. In the last season was 98.
98?
Yeah, that was the last season. 98,
Whoa.
right before 2000.
Jesus Christ.
And it's still a bumping show. I still watch it. Like,
I mean, it's still kicking today.
still kicking today. And that's so bizarre because every time I watch Seinfeld, nothing in that show reminds me of how old the time was back in the day. They never use cell phones, but at the same time, it still works watching that show because, I don't know,
They never put themselves in a situation where they have to.
yeah,
use
where it's like current events.
Yeah.
It's just them.
Yeah.
It's just them in their life. Like, not like,
Would you be okay with the reboot?
no. Hell no.
No, you don't think so?
Fuck
Like,
no.
if they said Seinfeld's coming back on for another season or two to see how it works, would you be excited for it?
Fuck no.
No?
No, for years they were trying to get them to do a reunion episode, and they were gonna pay them ridiculous money. And Jerry was like, "Fuck no."
Oh, really?
Yeah, dude, they're fucking stupid rich already. He didn't give a fuck about having more fucking millions.
I mean, props to him, man. Props.
Yeah,
I
he's
mean,
like, dude, we're done. And you know what he said when they asked him all the time? He's like, "We're old. We're old. Like,
what the fuck are we gonna do?
yeah, what are we gonna do?"
I mean, at least he's realistic about it.
Yeah, he is.
I mean, one of the things I've always saw like online is people talking about how he's not a very nice person.
Yeah, he's a dick.
Yeah, he's a dick. But I mean, like, when I watch the interviews that people try to have with him, they kind of ask stupid questions. Like,
Yeah, they try to pin him, but it never works.
it never works. He always has a workaround around everything.
He's like Bill Burr. Like, he tried to, like, every time he tried to get him in a corner, he could talk his way out of it while talking shit.
Yeah. And even then, like, if he does something that's offensive,
He don't care.
he doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Dude. Try and cancel me. They always say that.
Yeah.
Like, I've heard him say, like, try and cancel me.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck.
I saw an interview where, like, what was it called? I know we're going on Seinfeld for a bit, but I don't care because I love Seinfeld.
Yeah.
But there was an interview that came out maybe a year ago, and, like, he was being interviewed by a woman that's, like, all for that, like, that not Me Too movement, but, like, you know how everything's offensive these days?
Yeah, cancel.
And they were saying, like, how, like, his show is being considered canceled, and I mean, like, cancel culture, and he's like, suck it up, Buttercup.
Yeah.
Like, I don't care.
Yes.
Like, and, like, what are you gonna do?
You can't cancel me. My show's already out there.
The show's already out there, and it's like fucking 20 years old.
Yeah,
that was 30 years old.
Yeah, it was a different time back then.
It was a different time back then, yeah.
Well, I mean, they can't cancel it. They can't cancel him. He's already done what he needed to do. He's already said what he needed to say. He's set. He's good.
He's set for life.
Yeah.
But off Seinfeld and onto movies and stuff, a trailer came out today, and I'm fucking hyped for it. I've been waiting for this trailer. Even though it's like a gap. It's Tron 3, dude. But it's called Tron Ares. Dude, I love Tron.
Yeah,
I love Tron. And the funny thing is, I've never seen the first one.
What?
Yeah, I never seen the first one.
Whoa.
Okay. And like I was a huge fan of the second one, and I got into it maybe because the movie came out in 2010. I think I saw it like 2014, 2013, like back in that day where like Netflix was around, but it was still new. Like we still had Blockbusters, but Blockbuster was already in that time where it was getting ready to like go away.
Yeah.
So like this was that era when satellite TV was a thing. The dish. Remember the dish?
Called the TiVo?
TiVo, yeah, TiVo and all that shit. TiVo where you could pause it.
Yeah.
And like it was on, I forgot, Showtime or something, like all day back in the day where they used to play the same movie all day.
Yeah.
And I remember being at my aunt's at that time, and like to me, when I used to think of Tron, I used to be, who the fuck will watch this stupid shit with neon colors, orange and blue, because that's the main color.
Yeah,
orange and blue.
Orange and blue.
And like I sat down and watched it just because it was on. There was nothing to watch. Dude, I instantly fell in love. It's one of my favorite movies ever. Tron 2. And like, it's crazy because now it's the third one's coming out, and it's 15 years.
Well, I mean, what was the gap between the first and second one?
It was like 20. First one came out in 82.
God.
And then 2010, and now 2025.
Damn, man, that's a big ass fucking gap.
But,
and then for them to still, I mean, how was it received? How was the freaking trailer received? Like, how's the?
I haven't seen how it's received yet. I just heard about it. Like the trailer just popped yesterday, I believe, or today. I haven't seen the like if it has a lot of backlash, which I doubt because it's a pretty big cult behind Tron.
Yeah,
and it looks good.
Yeah.
But the one thing, I mean, I'm not skeptical about. I'm gonna watch it day one, no matter what. But
take a blow up doll.
What?
You're gonna take a blow up doll and make an excuse?
Oh, I have two already. I already got their suits ready. I got everything. I got the butt plugs and everything.
Holy
and the butt plug's not for them.
Oh God. Oh God. Jeez. And you got two.
Yeah, I got two. But what's his name? That actor I'm not a big fan of. Jared Leto's in it.
Jared, really?
Yeah, Jared Leto's like a main character. So I'm not a fan of Jared Leto, I won't lie.
Are you mad at him for what he did to Joker?
No, well, yes. I think we talked about it last time too. Like, I didn't like his portrayal, but I like the look.
Yeah,
I like the look.
As a modernized look.
I love the tattoo, the
damaged and the smile.
The smile, because that one scene where he just like laughs and he puts it right there. I was like, dude, that's dope.
Yeah,
that's dope.
Yeah, who wouldn't want to do that?
Yeah, who wouldn't? But that's all I could say about when it comes to Joker and Jared Leto. But I'm stoked for Tron 3. Like, I'm really stoked. I can't wait to see it. I'm gonna see it. Like,
no shit.
It's probably like the one movie in a while that I'm really stoked for because. I mean, I still haven't seen the new Captain America. I plan on to. I heard it was dumb. I heard it was all right.
Which is the Falcon one?
The Falcon where he's the Captain America.
Yeah.
And now there's a different Falcon.
What the fuck?
Yeah, so Falcon, which is Anthony Mackie, I believe. Yeah. He's Captain America now.
Yeah, I remember that. He, what's his name, passed the shield?
Yeah, he passed the shield. So he has it's another Falcon. He's a Mexican. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he's a Mexican, so but they're going off the race, which I'm not complaining, everybody, but I'm just saying that's not lie. We noticed it.
He's racist. Ban him.
He's racist. Ban him.
No, I mean, I thought Bucky was supposed to be a Captain America too.
He is a Captain America in the comics, which I was very disappointed because I would have loved to see Bucky as Captain America.
But they put him in Thunderbolts.
Yeah, he's still the Winter Soldier, which I'm not complaining.
Yeah.
It's all right. But so here's one thing. This is one of those events. So in Endgame, we're talking about Avengers Endgame, you know, the closing of that chapter of Marvel, the long, like, 12-year
Jesus Christ.
chapter that Marvel was doing at Endgame. So remember when he passes the shield?
Uh-huh.
So when I went and saw this movie in the theaters, I sat next to this black guy, and I'm not trying to, like, you know, like, be racist. I'm just saying it's going to all make sense right now when I talk about it. So this guy was sitting right next to me, and he kind of made me think, like, what the fuck? Because he was kind of right. He was right. Of course, not now anymore, but when Captain America passed the shield to Sam Wilson, as soon as they show him with the shield, I didn't notice it till this guy said it. He said in the theater, he was like, the stars upside down. And
shit.
And like, I was like, because at first I was like, what a dick talking during the movie. But right when I looked, I was like, oh shit, he's right.
Oh, what the fuck?
I was like, holy fuck, this dude's right. Like, what the fuck?
I never noticed that. Now I got to go back and see.
Yeah, go see it, and he's right. The star's upside down.
Damn, that he's got a pretty good perception to be able to, like, tell that right off the bat.
Yeah, he told right off the bat. This man was making moves without moving. And, like, it was like one of those what the fuck moments. Like, dude, this is one of those dudes that, like, strips everything apart.
Yeah,
like a private investigator or something.
Holy shit, dude! Like, I mean, the X-Files theme comes in the background. Oh god, X-Files, dude. You know what's crazy? Total change of subject here, back to games and stuff. But did you know that there was an X-Files game in the PS2?
Yeah, I think you talked about this last time.
I didn't, dude. I didn't. Like, when I saw, like last time that we were talking about it, reason I found out is because someone that I was watching a video, they mentioned, like, obscure games that are no longer, that people don't know about. I'm like, well, I'm pretty sure there's a reason nobody knows about them, because they probably sucked.
More than likely.
But Fatal Frame was in that list.
Yeah, I know Fatal Frame.
Yeah, but I don't. Fatal Frame was good.
Yeah, Fatal Frame
was good. But they added the X-Files game on there, so I decided I'm gonna go back to my very real PS2 and see if I can play it. It's a lot more fun than I thought.
Really?
Yeah, it's a lot more fun. I can't really explain how the game is, but they kept, like, they put sort of like a Resident Evil, you know, the fixed camera angles and all that stuff. That's how the whole scene changes are happening. You know, you move to another room, another fixed camera. Move to another to a hallway, fixed camera from the end of the fucking hallway. You know, and I'm not gonna lie, I liked it.
Are you a fan of fixed camera angles?
I mean, yes, but then there's a part of me that I like to look at the full room around me, because with the fixed camera angle, it adds a mystery, because sometimes there's some corners that you can't see around. So when it came to Resident Evil, I would always have to use my keen sense of hearing to listen for a fucking zombie munching on something or scuffling towards me. But fucking Resident Evil made it to, like, nah, we're going to wait till you get to that corner, and then we're going to fucking scare the shit out of you.
I'm actually a fan of fixed camera angles.
Yeah?
I love fixed camera angle games. So I like the suspense.
You weren't a big fan of how 4 came out to be.
No, I mean...
The over-the-shoulder.
No, I love third person as well. I'm a huge third person fan as well. I prefer third person over first person.
Really?
I've never been a fan of first person. I mean, granted, I do play games that are first person.
Yeah.
But I do enjoy third person way more than I do first person.
Really?
Yeah.
And it's funny that you mentioned that, because I saw this one dude, of course you remember Manhunt. We've talked about it before.
Yes, of course.
He played Manhunt first person. and it's
Really?
a total different
Oh, I
game,
believe it.
a total different game. I actually enjoyed the hell out of that video, dude. It looked good.
Really?
It looked like if they remake Manhunt today, and
They never will, but let's go on.
I mean, you never know, dude. Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure if enough people, like, there's a petition. There was a petition made a long time ago for a Manhunt remake. To this day, there's only 1,000 signatures on that bitch. Godspeed.
It's a game that like not a lot of people really knew about as well.
Because it didn't get the publicity.
It didn't get a lot of publicity
Because it got banned in the
it got banned.
Yeah. So, like, it makes sense. Like, oh, holy shit, this thing is caught on fire. Trying to burn your house down. But, I mean, it was banned in Australia.
Mm-hmm.
So, and of course, there was this, I'm trying to remember the name of that fucking lawyer that was trying to get like, the gaming.
Phoenix Wright?
Huh?
Phoenix Wright?
No. Objection! No, God damn it. Fuck, I'm trying to blank completely, dude. What the fuck does this week do to me, man? But he was so obsessed with getting video games canceled, and Jack Thompson.
Oh, okay.
Jack Thompson.
Jack Thompson.
He was always so hell-bent on getting video games banned just because a gun would pop out.
Yeah.
Or they would swear in the game. I'm like, dude, what they're trying to do with games is like they're trying to make them more into like a relatable kind of thing. Yeah, the graphics suck to where you couldn't relate to that, but at the same time, they were trying to make it to where like a person can relate to the video game so they can immerse themselves even more fully. Granted, you're not going to want to try to do what the video game is doing because it's all fake. But his argument was like, in this place, there was a murder that happened and it looks similarly close to the video game Manhunt, so we need to ban this game. When the murder that happened that he was talking about had nothing to do with the fucking game. So for me, I think that was the biggest problem out there as to why that game didn't get so much publicity, because they were just bad-mouthing it the whole fucking time. But then again, bad-mouthing the game is still publicity.
Yeah, that's still
That's why I'm cool. Like, when I see comments and people are all like, this sucks. Yeah, but you went out of your way to fucking comment on it.
Well, I forgot who said it, but it's a pretty well, if you know how publicity works, the best publicity is bad publicity.
Yeah.
If you get a lot more hate on a channel that gets you more popular.
I mean, look at E.T. What happened to E.T.?
E.T.
It was one of the most hated games.
It's one of the worst games.
Yeah, but then you still got collectors that went to the landfill to get fucking...
They dug them out.
Mm-hmm. So, I mean, somehow, I wonder if the people that made it got any money off of that. No, you don't think so?
No.
Because, I mean, what was in the landfill? What was left over or what?
Yeah, what was left over? Because they dumped it years ago.
Yeah.
Like all the games, all the ETs they could come up with, they chunked them in the landfill. And then I think it's been like maybe 10 years, maybe a little less than 10 years. They dug them up.
Yeah.
And they started, collectors were buying them, but they weren't selling for like hundreds. They were like $30-$40.
Right.
And it's just for people that collect video games, because retro game collecting, I know we talked about this before, it's a big market.
I believe it, because when I went to, there's a store here that, I don't know if it's still open. It's been a while since I went back. It's called Game Over.
Oh, they're still
around?
They're still.
Yeah, so they have like a bunch of old games. And I remember one time when I went in there, I asked for Final Fantasy VII. Because I still had a PS1 in my freaking garage. I pulled it out. I'm like, and I still have the Crash Bandicoot, so on and so forth. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to start buying games for this. Let's see if I can find something like in a garage sale or something. It just happens to be, I don't know, like it was fate or something that I was driving by. Game Over. Never heard of this place. It says trading, blah, blah, vintage, yada, yada. Okay, cool. Let me go check it out. When I asked for Final Fantasy VII, the guy looks at me and I guess... he was just like, what the fuck, is this motherfucker serious? He looks at me, he's like, we have it? I'm like, well, I'd like to purchase it. And he looked at me, he's like, are you sure? Yeah, I want to play the game. It's the 4-disc one, right? He's like, yeah. Oh, you're looking for the OG? I'm like, yeah. He's like, are you positive? I'm like, yes. What's the big idea, dude? Like, yes, I'm positive. He's like, okay. So he leaves. And I'm waiting there for like 10 minutes. 10 fucking minutes. And he comes back with like an old beat up case. And he's like, I'm going to show you the game. It's full. It has all 4 discs.
He comes out in a dolly with a shrine, and he opens the covers, and it's like
Dalai Lama.
the Dalai Lama.
No, like he showed me the beat up case, but he didn't show me the price tag. He just opened it. He's like, all 4 discs, takes out each disc, decent condition, little scratch here and there, but not as bad as you would think. And he's like, you ready for the price? I'm like, sure. I was thinking in my head, $20 at most. Fuck no, the thing was $1,700.
They're expensive.
I was like, what the hell? He's like, yeah, you still sure you want to buy it? I'm like, well, not anymore. I'm not going to spend $1,700 on a game that's not even like new. Screw that. Not even the new games are worth that much, unless you're with Nintendo. But anyways,
you pull a Bender, you're like, nah, I'll pass, but I'll take that Thieves Kit. And what time do y'all close?
Bro, man, dude. I mean, shit, I wouldn't have been. Anyways, let's continue on talking about Nintendo.
Oh, so here's the big news. If you're living under a rock, it was just announced Switch 2.
Yes.
Yeah. Switch 2. Have you seen what it looks like? It's just a slightly bigger version of the Switch.
I was about to say, like, is it bigger than the old one?
It's just a little bit bigger.
Okay.
And you seen the price?
I've heard about the prices of the new games.
Sure, we're gonna get onto that too. But the Switch 2 is $500.
How much did I pay for? I paid $400 for the first.
Really?
Yeah, but second gen.
Oh, okay.
So the first Switch, but second gen. So it wasn't the one with the shitty battery life. It was the good battery life that lasted 8 hours off the dock.
Yeah.
So yeah, I paid $400 for it.
So 5's not that bad. I don't think. I mean, considering consoles these days, that's standard market price.
Well, I mean, it depends. The reason, because when I bought the first Switch, the guy asked me, he's like, do you want first gen or second gen? And I started asking questions. I'm like, what's the fucking difference? He's like, first gen is $299, second gen is $399. Give me the specs, bro. Why is it more expensive? Battery life is longer, the screen's a little bit bigger, and graphics has been updated a little bit. I'm like, oh fuck yeah, dude.
The screen's a little bit bigger by what, 2 millimeters?
By a millimeter. But yeah, no, it had a longer battery life. The first gen was like 4 hours off dock, which, why are you playing for 4 hours? But then he goes like, the new one is 8. I'm like, fuck it, give me the second gen. But if the Switch 2 can keep up that battery life or more, I'd say it's worth the $5.
Well, I was hearing it's 4 to 5 hours.
4 to 5 hours. So the battery life went down.
But you see, of course,
that graphics.
Yeah, but that's standard consoles for you. They come out with the base model, and then they get you in a year or two with the slim or the ultra edition.
Yeah, no, dude.
It's like, oh, it's just $100 or $200 more.
Yeah. Only. Yeah, only. Well, I mean, the reason I got the 8-hour one is because I was thinking, I'm getting this for my kids. Mm-hmm. I wasn't much of a Nintendo fan.
That was your excuse? It's for my kids.
It's for my kids. Yeah. That's what I told everybody. Really, it was for me. But no, like, I wasn't much of a Nintendo fan, but I was getting the Switch because usually Nintendo's always kid friendly.
Yeah. Oh, of course.
So I was thinking like 8 hours, that means if we were to go out to a restaurant and my kid was bored and we couldn't leave yet or something like that, here, play the Switch for a little bit, dude. Give Daddy some time to chill.
Daddy's trying to get his dick sucked.
Shut up, son. The sucker's asking for 100. I'm trying to ask him 50. No, but so I was just thinking of the fact, like if we were out and about and he was bored for a little bit here, or we were waiting in line here, play this for a little bit, dude, or, just keep him distracted for a little while. But when it comes down to it, I started noticing, I'm like, did I really need the extra 4 hours from,
no.
Yeah, but this one goes down to 6. What'd you say? 4 to 6, 4 to 5,
4 to 6.
Yeah, supposedly. I'm pretty sure the graphics are better, and I'm pretty sure they're using the is it QLED or OLED screens?
OLED. OLED.
Yeah, OLED, QLED, whatever it was, because they did that with the first Switch. That the XL Switch had OLED fucking screen and shit like that. But if they added all those, I'm going to say, additions to the game, to the console itself, I will say it's worth the five bills.
Yeah.
It's still a steep fucking price to pay.
Yeah, of course.
Steep fucking price, but
on to how much the games are. You've seen how much, and I remember telling you about this a few episodes back, how games are going to go up.
Yeah.
$80.
$80 to $90.
$80 to $90 for not the console, the physical, and $70 for download.
Bro.
Yeah.
So I think what they're trying to do is because not many people are buying memory cards anymore.
Yeah.
Or memory chips, because they're the little SD cards now. I think they're trying to make it to the market where like people buy more chips. Like, I need more space. So you're going to have a whole little case full of nothing but SD cards, probably even labeled how you had them back in the day.
Yeah.
This SD card, this memory card has Final Fantasy and it has Silent Hill. This other one has Resident Evil. This other one has, because how many megabytes were they? Eight megs?
Megabytes.
Holy shit. Damn, that's
I remember back in the day where like 300 was like a shitload. And now it's like, shit, if you got 1 terabyte, that ain't shit compared to today. 1 terabyte ain't nothing.
Shit. What PS5 is 2 terabytes?
No. When it first came out, it was 500 megabytes.
Megabytes or gigs?
Gigs, I'm sorry.
I was about to say, holy fuck.
And of course, you could do your add-ons. But then if you wanted to upgrade it, it's 1 terabyte.
Oh, 1 terabyte.
Yeah.
Shit. I'm pretty sure you'd fill that up with the way games are now. 5 games.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all you can fucking fit in there.
That's all you can fit.
That's why I'm kind of like, dude, they're trying to get you to buy more memory cards.
Yeah.
Or do they have cloud on?
I don't know. I don't think so.
I don't remember because I think you could do it on the PS4.
Yeah, I remember the PS4 had a cloud.
I don't know. I mean, you're
the cloud. I still get confused on what is this cloud? It's a cloud.
Well, I mean, I want to assume it's like a server or something.
Yeah, it's like just a server.
Yeah, that's what I want to assume. But for me, it's like, what did you have to pay for it? Like, I don't remember if you had to pay for the cloud.
I don't think so. I thought the cloud was free.
Damn, how would... I don't know. I'm getting
maybe not no more.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking.
I'm sure
too.
Somebody's gonna be like, "You don't know shit."
Yeah, well, dude. We're old.
Yeah,
we're getting there. We're
in our 30s. That's old now.
That's old.
That's
now.
old,
yeah,
man.
I twisted my ankle and it was like the end of the world for me.
I was talking to a friend the other day and he's like, "Yeah, I'm still like, because you talk to friends and they tell you their life and stuff." And then he went off. He's like, "Yeah, I'm just doing what I can for now before I get into my prime." I'm like, what do you mean before you get in your prime? What age is your prime? You're in your 30s. He's like 40 or 50. I'm like, what?
What?
Dude, you can't fucking do as much as you can in your 40s and 50s.
I always thought that you were supposed to be in your prime in your 20s.
I thought 20s was your prime.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Yeah, like...
Because, I mean, that's when you want to travel the most. That's when you want to do, like, whatever you can. That's when... the most people would tell me to do, like, the biggest advice that they would tell me to do is, like, in your 20s, save money, save, investing things and like that, travel as much as you can, so on and so forth, enjoy life. I'm like, so I want to assume that's your prime.
Yeah, I want to assume that's my prime too. Well, I mean, was my prime.
Well, yeah, no, we're way past our prime.
Yeah, I'm way past my prime.
But that doesn't mean that you have to, like, just lay down and die. Yeah, what's your next plan for 5 years? Don't die.
Don't die. Don't get obese, which is a big fucking issue in the United States, by the way. Obesity.
I'm part of that demographic.
Sorry, you'll get there.
Well, I mean, now, like, ever since, like, we talked about this, for those of you that don't know, Noe over here always gives me advice.
Taking Ozempic.
Jesus Christ, dude. I've heard some bad shit now.
I've
heard some bad shit
about
this.
Recommend it.
Yeah, no, that's what a lot of people are saying now, that it's, like, not a good idea to be on that. But, I mean, what doesn't kill you nowadays, dude? Fuck, we're drinking whiskey. I'm pretty sure that can kill you somehow.
It's fucking with my liver. I can feel it right now.
Yeah, I'm feeling it burning. But anyways, but yeah, no, you used to, like, always tell me, like, you need to get into working out again. You need to get to working out again because, dude, you need to be in better health. And I finally got the scare. And I'm like, you know what? He's right. So I'm doing something about it. I may be fat, but I'm doing something.
Manuel's scare was he couldn't see his dick, no.
Yeah, no, I was like, usually I would see, like, this big old monster right there, but now I can't even
see. He's like, where'd it go? He's like, hey, where'd it go?
Hey, are you down there, buddy? Talk to me.
Make a move.
Wiggle.
But besides that, You seen the games that are coming out? The new Mario Kart?
I saw the
Mario World?
Yeah.
Mario Kart
World or something. Yeah.
Mario Kart?
Yeah.
It's open world or some shit like that.
Is it?
Yeah. That's
Holy
what shit. It's
shit.
open world, Mario, and they could grind and shit.
What
now.
the fuck?
Yeah, they're grinding on the rails.
What my belief right now is that they're gonna just do like a sort of like upgraded version of every game that's already out for the first Switch. So the one that I'm really interested about is Smash Bros.
Did they show a new Smash Bros?
I don't know.
I don't think so. I think that would be something. That'd be hype.
Because I mean, what's the last one? Ultimate? Super Smash Bros. Ultimate?
Is it? No, it wasn't called Ultimate. I thought it was just called Smash Brothers. I never know what the fuck they're called. They're just Smash.
I think it's called Ultimate.
It was a Switch 1 version.
Yeah. I think it was called Ultimate, where they brought Banjo-Kazooie and shit like that.
Banjo-Kazooie.
Fucking Rareware.
I still get pissed that they couldn't bring Conker.
Dude,
he was rare, and he was a Nintendo rare title.
They were bringing it was in the making.
I would love to be,
but I don't know if they couldn't decide whether to make it like Conker's Bad Fur Day or its own little standalone where it's like clean, I guess.
Yeah.
Because Conker's Bad Fur Day was something else.
Oh, no,
for a Nintendo game?
For a Nintendo 64?
Yeah, it was something else. Dude.
If
like
anyone doesn't know what Conker's Bad Fur Day is, you missed out on one of the best video games in history.
On the Nintendo 64.
The 64 of all games.
Yeah, no, absolutely. That game, I remember I got my parents to buy it for me.
Really?
They didn't know. They didn't know shit about like ratings. Like it's mature. Like they didn't know, dude.
Yeah.
They were just like, oh, you want a game? Sure, we'll get you a game. But they bought it for me, and I remember that like my dad walked in on a scene where I was playing a multiplayer where you're doing the heist.
Oh, the heist.
Then you're playing the weasels.
Yeah, the weasels.
Yeah, and he walked in when I was playing one of the weasels and beating another player up, and he was all like, "Die, you mother, fuck!" And then it stopped, and there was all this blood. My dad's like, "So this is what we bought you?"
Yeah.
I'm like, "Yeah."
Move over, Junior.
Yeah,
that controller.
He's all like, "Finish beating him up. Finish beating that guy up. Win."
Yeah, but
Are you winning, son?
Are you winning, son? When I came across Conker, it was back in the day. Because my mom, I grew up with my grandparents. They never bought me video games. So back in that day, we used to trade. Like, oh, I'll let you borrow this game. Let me borrow this.
Yeah.
And like a friend of mine, I let him borrow that shit Mission Impossible 64 game.
You didn't like it?
No, I did not.
I loved that.
Really?
I loved it.
Really?
Yeah.
No, I did not like it.
Wow.
And I let him borrow it, and he's like, "I'm gonna let you borrow Conker's Bad Fur Day." I was like, "What? What's that?" He's like, "You're a squirrel," but he cusses and stuff. I was like, "What?" And it sounded stupid, but at that time, remember, I didn't get to get video games.
Right.
Like I had to like scrap them or like find them or give them to me.
Yeah.
So like it was a new game, something different to play.
Right.
And wow, was it a changer?
It was different.
It was different for very sure, and it's one of my favorite. Every time I think of N64, everyone thinks Mario,
Super Mario,
Smash Bros, GoldenEye, which of course we all know why. They're staples of the N64,
and they were all rare too.
Yeah, they were all rare.
Yeah,
and for me, N64 Conker's Bad Fur Day. Conker's Bad Fur Day all the way.
Conker's Bad Fur Day, Banjo-Kazooie, Banjo-Tooie, GoldenEye,
Smash Brothers.
Like that was the first Smash Brothers, dude. It wasn't. When Smash Brothers was being made, it wasn't supposed to be a collaboration of all the Nintendo characters.
Really?
It was just you remember the one level where it's all just like polygon figures that were just raining down? Yeah, that was supposed to be the characters.
Really?
Yeah, before they turned them into Yoshi, Mario, and stuff like that. It was just those polygon characters that you see. Those were going to be the fighters. That was the original idea. Like I watch a lot of the what's that? I love this channel, so I'll say a shout out to them. Did you know gaming?
Oh, did you know gaming?
Yeah. I watched them a lot, dude. I haven't in a while, in a good hot minute. But back in the day when I used to watch them like religiously, they talked about Super Smash Brothers and shit like that, and they mentioned that those characters were supposed to be the original character for Super Smash Brothers, and it was just going to be a fighting game.
Yeah,
but of course. Somebody had the idea of why don't we put Mario against Pikachu or Link against Captain Falcon, so on and so forth, and it came to be, and it was a fucking hit. It was a smash hit.
Yeah, it was.
To this fucking day, it still is.
This fucking day, it's a staple of gaming.
I never thought that they would make actual tournaments.
Oh, dude, the tournaments are wild.
Dude, have you seen some of the fucking like combos that they pull off?
Yes, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, dude. Who's your main on Super Smash?
Link. Link's my main.
You mother. He's my second.
I'm a Zelda fan, man.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
I never understood why anyone played Zelda as a character. They're like, you fucking loser.
Sheik. She turns into Sheik, and then they made Sheik its own character.
Its own character.
Yeah. So I mean, whatever. But I'm a Captain Falcon.
Yes, I know. Man is a Captain Falcon fan.
If he's my main, and then my second is Link, and then my third is Kirby.
Kirby?
I
fucking hate
Everybody hates Kirby.
I hate Kirby.
Everybody, because of the whole. I think it was him and Donkey Kong with the suicide moves.
Yeah, the suicide. Oh, Bowser has suicide moves too.
He does?
Yeah, he has the grapple where he'll lift you up in the air and he
ground pounds you.
Ground pounds you. Oh, and power bombs you.
I forgot about that move. Oh shit! And then he just goes off this. Yeah. No shit. I forgot about that move. So it's 3. Because I know Kirby, he would suck you up and then just walk off the stage. And then Donkey Kong, he'd grapple you, carry you, and then just walk off the stage. And so some people started getting smart and saying, like, let me toss him while in the air, and then I'll do that helicopter spin to, like, get back up there. And it would work most of the time. But, yeah, no, a lot of people hated Kirby because he could glide or what's it called? Fly.
Float.
Yeah.
Oh, float.
Yeah, he had more jumps than anybody else.
Yeah.
So I can see why people hated Kirby.
On a side note, since we were talking about the whole Sheik and Zelda thing, do you remember being a kid and playing Ocarina of Time, first playthrough, and then you're like, who the fuck is the Sheik? He's a cool guy. He's a cool guy. And then later on, it turns out it's Zelda. So you fucking lying bitch! God damn it! That's why we don't trust you women anymore.
Playing with my emotions.
Yeah, god damn, dude. But no joke, Sheik and those fucking Ocarina with that little violin.
Wait, violin?
Or
I thought it was a harp.
Harp, there you go, not a violin.
Oh, they had a
little harp when he busted the harp out. It's just like, dude, I was like, man, play the jam. Play the jam, Sheik.
Bolero of Fire.
Yeah, there you go. God, dude, I love Ocarina of Time. I plan on playing Ocarina of Time again one day.
Was it remastered for the Switch?
It was remastered for 3DS.
3DS, dude. That's one of the remasters that I'm disappointed in.
Yeah, because it was on a handheld.
Because it was on a hand.
But it did look good for a handheld. I can't take that away.
Yeah. I just didn't like the whole dual screen.
Yeah,
shit.
I hated that shit too. It didn't work for that game.
Yeah, no. I mean, I guess instead of pressing pause and bringing up the menu, you had it on the second screen. But even then, dude, it wasn't my cup of tea.
Yeah,
I preferred it in the big screen.
The big screen, yeah, of course. I was a huge handheld fan for the longest time.
Yeah,
and it was always Game Boy. Well, I started with Game Boy Color.
Fuck, dude.
And then Game Boy Advance, and then the SP, which the SP is my favorite handheld ever. And then I got the 3DS. The 3DS was fun. And then now it's technically the Switch because they don't make their handhelds is their console.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, which is pretty smart if you ask me.
Smart.
The first time that I ever interacted with the Nintendo Switch, it was at this hair place, and my kid was getting his haircut. And as I was waiting for him to finish getting his haircut, this guy next to me, he was playing Skyrim.
Ooh, Skyrim.
He was playing Skyrim on the Switch, and I looked over, I'm like, wait a minute, Skyrim? What the fuck? I'm usually not the type that just starts off a conversation, but I had to ask this guy, like, yo, how are the graphics on that? And the guy's like, oh, this is a pretty dope piece of equipment, man. It's Nintendo. I'm like, Nintendo? Tell me more. They have Skyrim? He's like, yeah, no, man, they have Skyrim. It lasts me about 4 hours. So, I have to pause it, put it on standby, go find a dock or a charging port. But other than that, it's a really pretty good piece of equipment, man. I'm like, damn.
One of the most overhyped games in history.
It was overhyped. It was, but it lived up to it.
I can't get into those games.
I know you're not a fan of the Elder Scrolls, but are you a fan of Fallout?
No.
No?
No.
Really?
I played Fallout 4 for a bit, and I was kind of getting into it, but then Street Fighter 5 came out, and I totally dropped it. I'm not a build character. I'm not a build person. I'm not into building and farming and all that.
You don't like RPGs?
Yeah, I'm not big on RPG.
Nah, okay, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. Well, technically, Wukong is an RPG.
No, it's not.
You're building up your character. You're making up his stats.
You're
stronger.
Yeah, but that's not like, oh, you got to farm this, grow a garden over here, and
you're not into the sandbox games.
Yeah,
that's what you're not into.
Yeah, I'm not into sandbox.
Because I remember for the longest time I was trying to get you to play Ark with me.
Oh fuck!
And you're fuck that game. Because I remember you watching me play, and you're like, "Are you building a house?" I'm like, "Yeah." Fuck this game. Yeah, you're just like, "Fuck this game." I'm like, "What, dude? I'm building a shelter to survive. What are you talking
this game?"
You were just like, "Fuck this game." The moment that you see that in a game, which I'm still waiting for you to join me and Isaac on fucking 7 Days to Die.
I downloaded it, so I'll be joining y'all soon.
You definitely
And I'll be like, I'll let you guys go. Thanks for inviting me.
I hated this.
I hate this game. I'm not into this type of games, but I'll give it a shot. I guess with friends, it'll be all right.
I'm telling you, like, it's a lot more fun when there's like a group. When there's a group, those games are a lot more fun because you don't have to build yourself.
Yeah.
Like, you can have somebody else building a shelter and stuff like that just for the fucking sake of having a spawn point, you know? So when it's big groups, it's a lot more fun, dude. You can go do your own fucking thing. You can go loot. You can go fucking raid some fucking big ass building with a bunch of people while you have those are the people that are building. So I recommend it with the big group. Like the same thing for like the forest, Ark. I mean, if you want to go out and hunt dinosaurs and capture dinosaurs,
I do love dinosaurs.
That's what I'm telling you. Give Ark a try.
I love dinosaurs.
Then I mean, I think they just made another Ark like not too long ago.
I'm playing.
They still haven't made Ark 2, which supposedly was supposed to have Vin Diesel in it.
Vin Diesel?
Yeah, he was supposed to be the main character that you played.
This dinosaur strong, but not as strong as family.
Then he comes
fucking rolling in with his old fucking 69 Dodge fucking the Dodge fucking Charger.
Just running over the fucking dinosaurs, bro. God damn it. But that's what Ark 2 was supposed to be. I don't know what happened. I don't know if it's still in production. I haven't looked up on it. But now it's not Ark Survival. It's now Ark Survival Ascended. Yeah, something like that.
So I just gave it a shit name.
They just added a name to it.
Slapped on another fucking name on it. It's Ark 2, guys.
This is Ark 2.5.
Yeah. Ark 2.5. You want to tell people about your little gold over here you're telling me about?
Oh, yeah. Total, another, what's it called? See, I'm already drunk. Total change of subject to this new. Well, I'm not going to say it's new. It's been around, but this gold rush that's happening right now, a lot of people are starting to buy gold bars instead of like having some sort of like money put away and stuff like that. People are just getting gold bars made with the money that they already have in a bank. And I've been hearing because apparently somebody mentioned that eventually money, like cash itself, paper cash, is going to be worthless, which makes sense. But in a sort of I don't know if I'm not going to say apocalyptic world, but I'm going to say like in a
Mad Max world.
Mad Max world, right? No, like sort of like in where it's just shit's worthless now.
AI took control.
AI took control, and now we're going to be dealing with trade, and apparently gold is going to be the main fucking thing. But I've been seeing some people like go crazy for gold right now to the point where they're breaking into people's houses, stealing.
Jeez.
Just so they can make money off of that stuff, and instead of keeping the cash and like support themselves,
they're trading.
They're buying gold. That's how bad this gold rush is becoming, and apparently gold is going up in price also. So I can see why people would start doing that. I don't know. Are you gonna start looting people?
Not yet. Maybe in a few months.
In a few months.
Just a few months. I might pay my grandma a visit. You know, one of these days.
She's got a couple of artifacts over there.
She's got a few antiques that are worth some money. I know.
There you go. Antiques, not artifacts.
She's got a bunch of old school dolls in that closet somewhere, I'm sure.
The Raggedy Ann doll.
The Raggedy Ann dolls and all that.
Called Annabelle.
Annabelle.
Fuck, dude. You know, I've always wanted to visit the Warren Museum.
I bet I wouldn't even fucking step foot in there.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I feel I'd walk. Knowing me and my bad luck, I walk out with a curse. Curse. My family's cursed for life.
I always like totally dropped the fucking topic of gold, but I mean that was the main point of this, where like you talk about we're gonna talk about the gold and the gold rush, how bad it is, but no, fuck that. I want to talk about paranormal now.
Okay,
fuck the gold.
Oh.
I want to talk about paranormal, but
what you got?
What the thing about it is when you go apparently to this Warren Museum, which I don't think it's open anymore since they both died already.
No, it's still open.
It's still open. Like the kids took over.
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't know if the kids took over, but I know it's still open.
It's wow. I'm surprised. But anyways, as you're walking in there, there's a sign that says "Don't touch anything."
Yeah. Hell no. Don't look at anything either.
Really?
Matter of fact, just walk by. Don't even walk through.
Then it's not a museum. Then it's not a museum. This is where I know I wouldn't survive in a horror movie.
Oh yeah,
because I'm way too fucking curious for shit like that. Like,
oh yeah, you're the guy that'll die first.
Yeah, I'm probably
like we'd be running from a guy with a knife or something. You're that guy. Like, there's a rock over there. Let's use it. No, keep running. You sidetrack running. By the time before you pick up that rock, you're already chopped it down.
Yeah, pretty much. As soon as I get the rock, I'm the one dragging my fucking upper half to the rock and shit like that. Take this, you son of a bitch.
Guys, help me. It's like,
oh, fuck, Manuel's dead.
Manuel's dead. Keep running.
But, yeah, apparently there's all these signs that says, do not touch, be with somebody. They make you walk in there with the pastor.
I was just about to say, bring a pastor. Just don't have your 8-year-old daughter.
Shots fired. But yeah, no, you have to walk in there with a pastor, like, apparently to have something holy with you. Now, every time that I've seen the videos of like how they talk about Annabelle, they talk about how they have to transfer her to a new box with seals and that's holy and stuff like that, but they're basically touching the doll.
Yeah, fuck that.
So isn't that contradictory to like the signs, what the signs say?
No, I would not want to touch that.
Like, I mean, and is from what I remember, it's a demon inside that doll.
Yeah, it's like some sort of demon.
Yeah. Now, I've seen the movies, and of course they're gonna add like, you know, extra spice to like,
of course they have
Annabelle Hollywood. Yeah.
Well, the doll that they use in the movies is not what it looks like at all. It's a Raggedy Ann doll.
It's a Raggedy Ann doll.
It's not that scary looking fucking thing that you see in the movie.
And I don't even think that whole nun thing is real. I don't know if that was not real.
That's real either.
Yeah, the whole picture of the nun and stuff like that. A lot of people hated that movie.
I didn't like it either.
Yeah, like, I mean, I liked it in the aspects of like the eerie storytelling, but I hate the jump scares, dude. Like, for me, I don't think if the storytelling is good and it's some good horror story, you're going to scare people just with the fucking story itself.
Yeah.
Why the jump scares? Why the need for fucking jump scares?
Jump scares, they've gone too far with jump scares. They're too predictable.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, everything's getting quiet. Gee, I wonder what's going on.
Music's intensified.
Yeah. Then music is intensified and then it gets quiet. Wonder what's going to happen next. Roar! Oh, wow, that came out of nowhere.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, you motherfuckers, how dare you?
I did not know that was going to happen.
Yeah. It's going to happen.
It's going to happen.
But I really do want to go visit that museum. Just...
Where is that again?
That is...
Las Vegas?
Oh, yeah, no, absolutely not.
Some fucking eerie-ass town, probably in Arizona.
I can actually tell you right now because...
Bring it up, Jamie.
Steven, please bring it up. But let me check real quick.
Well, I was checking onto... It's not related to gold, but as you all know, stock market has gone really down. And if I could give you any type of like advice, and of course I'm just a nobody, but I do like to gamble on the stock games myself. Right now, you should buy. Don't freak out and sell. You should buy.
Yeah, no, the market's crashing right now.
The market's really bad. But
Connecticut,
Monroe, Connecticut, some white ass county. Connecticut. I mean, even talks about Connecticut.
Oh, it says right here that it's no longer open to the public due to zoning issues.
Oh, wow.
So, I mean, I guess we wouldn't be able to go either way if we wanted to.
You just pass by.
Yeah, it says the museum is no longer open to the public due to zoning issues and concerns about using a residential property for non-residential purposes.
Wow.
Purposes. I'm sorry, purposes. Yeah, I know. See, yeah, I'm drunk. This is some good whiskey. Drinking some Toki. But, yeah, no. Going back to the stock market, I believe you are right, sir. So I am going to dump at least $1,000 that I don't have.
Yeah.
Into
see what happens.
Yeah. You don't have the money, but you still dump it. No, I mean, from what I've heard, there's a good reason behind it. I think it's just to bring up the value of things here in the United States.
Of course, it's very all it is.
Yeah, I mean, it's gonna incite people to come sell here and so on and so forth. But I don't want to get into politics.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Trump's America now, boys.
Trump's America.
But one thing I was going to say, and off to other things, how I always get into my little AI subjects.
Oh, dude.
So I came across this the other day, and it was something I thought I'd bring up. So I have it right here. Just give me a few. This company, or the name of this project, is called Corleo. Kawasaki, of course, it'd be some Japan motherfuckers, but it's a robotic motorcycle, and this is a picture. It's a four-legged. It looks like you're kind of riding on a bison or some type of bull.
What the fuck?
So it's a four-leg operated AI robot, and they showed a video of this guy riding it, and it's not like 5 miles an hour. It's like this thing's fucking hauling ass. Like,
we're going back to horse riding or something? What the fuck?
Horse riding, but on robots?
Dude, Metal Gear Solid is happening.
No. Oh, man, what is it with Aloy?
Huh?
Aloy, the girl, the red-haired girl with the bow and arrows. What's that game called? Horizon.
Horizon?
Yeah, it's Horizon, because you ride those robotic bulls.
Yeah.
This is what that is.
I like Metal Gear Solid better.
Hey, Horizon is a good game.
No, it is a good. I'll give it to it.
I ain't gonna lie. For a female character that shows no, what did I say? Not nudity, but no cleavage. She looks hot as fuck, dude. No cleavage at all, and she is still a fine piece of ass.
She's a beast, dude.
She's a beast. She's a monster,
beast, dude.
But this thing, it's called a Corleo. And yeah, it's AI, man. I'm telling you, we're gonna be horseback riding on some fucking robots,
dude. Ready Player One's gonna happen.
Ready Player One, yeah.
Ready Player One.
It's coming.
I know we always talk about that, but dude, the shit keeps on popping out that is proving our fucking point.
Yeah, Terminator, bro.
I was telling you earlier about this, but the one robot that committed slip and slide, that unalived itself because of the working conditions that it was in, that's crazy.
If a robot commits suicide, that's scary as fuck.
Yeah.
Not because it committed suicide, the fact that it felt the reason to kill itself for working so many hours nonstop.
Well, I think it's because, so from what I saw in the video and what it was trying to explain, it was like every time that somebody came up and gave it a little bit of back story, I guess you can say, it's a robot that was supposed to put out orders.
Mm-hmm.
So somebody would order a bunch of stuff, it would bring out a bunch of boxes for the delivery person to take. So all the delivery person had to do was put in a serial number, and the robot would provide it with the boxes of the delivery items. So the robot wasn't working as fast as it should have.
Mm-hmm.
So the line was getting longer, and more people were putting in serial numbers. And these orders weren't just like a box or two. They were 10 boxes.
Fucking pages of orders.
Yeah, exactly. So it kept on getting more and more. So the robot was just working nonstop. Next thing you know, it just drops to the floor. That should tell you something about the working conditions there. God damn, you overloaded the freaking robot to the point where he's like, fuck this, I'm out.
Fuck this, I'm done.
Fuck you guys. Figure it out yourselves. That is bad.
That's scary. I'd be scared as fuck if I...
But I mean, robots are supposed to replace humans in the working...
conditions, yeah.
In the working field and shit like that. So, if the robots are freaking, unaliving themselves, what the fuck?
Dude, that's scary.
Yeah.
I say within the next 10 years, I think factory working and stuff. Well, actually, you know what? I saw this thing the other day, and this is in China or Japan, where they have a factory that's just all robots. It's the only humans there are like the technicians.
The ones that fix them?
The ones that fix them.
Yeah.
But it's just a factory in the dark.
What the fuck?
It's just because they're robots. They don't need the light.
So they're saving themselves on some.
Yeah, they're saving themselves on energy, work compensation for actual.
Yeah.
And they showed a video, and it's just in the dark. These robots just like welding, shipping out orders and work orders. Like, it's crazy. All in the dark, just dark.
It's kind of creepy when you think about it. Just walking into a dark room and just you're
like,
dude, what the fuck is going on in here?
It sounds like my mom's fucking playhouse in here.
God damn it. That's an mental image that we don't welcome here.
Yeah, we don't welcome that. I'm sorry.
But anyway.
Daniel's like, yours too? No.
Yours too? What the fuck?
Yeah. That's something I just wanted to touch base upon because, I don't know, me and AI, I don't get along with it. It's something, I'm a huge fan of Terminator movies just because of how scary it is when you really think about it.
That's a true horror movie, right?
It's a true horror movie. It's not even a movie. It's a document. It's entirely.
It's from the future.
From the future.
Holy shit.
Protect Sarah Connor. Jesus Christ. I wonder if she's hot, though.
The real left Sarah Connor.
I hope she's not some fat obese chick that got pregnant by. Well, technically she did get pregnant with a one night stand. When you really think about it, you know what I'm trying to say.
Holy shit! Yeah, you're right. Now that I think, I never thought about that.
It's just a hookup.
It was just a hookup.
I came from the future to, save you, but I'm also going to fuck you and make our son.
God damn.
That's really what it is.
Yeah, that's true. Like in a simplified form.
Like, that's why in the fourth one, Salvation movie, Terminator, where it's based in the future, John Connor's like, I got to send my dad back in time to save my mom, but also get her pregnant to have me. Because that's what it is. He said John Connor's the one who sends Kyle Reese, which is his father, to the past to protect his mom from the Terminator, but that's actually his dad.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Dude, what the fuck?
It's like one of those, it's like, what came first, the chicken or the egg?
Yeah.
It's like, what came first, John Connor or his dad?
Then that means it's one of those like fucking paradox.
It's a paradox.
It's a fucking paradox because there's different types of time travel to where like oh god damn it, I don't want to get into this because this is gonna mind fuck me so bad.
No, the people want to hear it.
Okay, so I read this one thing where there was like three different types of time travelers. There's the fixed timeline, there's the multiverse timeline, and then there's a paradox timeline to where like the fixed timeline is if you go back in time to kill yourself, well, for some fucking reason, it won't ever happen because you're alive today.
Yeah.
So how do you go back in time to kill yourself?
Yeah.
It never happens. Then there's the fucking multiverse timeline to where you go back in time to kill yourself, but then you created a whole timeline, another timeline where you don't exist.
Yeah.
And then there's the paradox where you go back in time to kill yourself, but you killing yourself then creates a whole, how are you going to go back in time to kill yourself if you're no longer exist?
Yeah.
So it's just this whole fucking thing where it doesn't make any fucking sense.
That's time travel for you.
Oh god.
It's like, okay, take Futurama, the episode where Fry fucks his grandmother. It turns out that Fry's his own grandfather.
Yeah. That's the whole paradox.
Yeah, that's
like
the whole paradox.
And that doesn't make sense. And who's my grandfather? You idiot, you idiot. And he just screams.
How about these cookies, sugar?
That's the whole thing.
Man, it's so fucking crazy, man. I'll tell you timelines and all that. But onto another subject. Here's one more. Let's get out of that before we... Yeah, my brain's already trying to
frying me right now.
So here's one for you.
Talk to me.
Spider-Man.
Oh.
What's your thoughts on Spider-Man? When you think Spider-Man, well, however you think...
I like Spider-Man. Spider-Man's a staple in comics.
Staple in comics. A typical white boy, turns superhero.
I'm more of a Venom person myself, but
Spider-Man was first.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
sure.
Well, technically he was.
Technically in the
Anyways, back onto Spider-Man and my hate for this Pokemon cards era.
Oh, God.
So there was a guy who dressed in a Spider-Man hoodie with the mask and everything.
Yeah.
Still $10,000 worth of Pokemon cards.
I thought this was... Is this recent?
This is recent. This happened March 24th.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Because something...
No, March 16th. I'm sorry. He got caught and it was trial on March 21st.
Because, I mean, this happened a long time ago where a guy went into a comic store and he stole a bunch of, like, cards and shit like that dressed as Spider-Man. And when they interviewed the guys that owned the store, they said, like, yeah, no, we just saw this guy coming in as Spider-Man. We're like, hey, it's Spider-Man.
Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man.
Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. What's up, man? What can we help you with? And I don't know, he pulls out a gun and steals all their shit. So Spider-Man stole from a fucking store. But I don't know. I didn't know this was recent. Holy fuck.
Here's a picture of him. Sadly, I can't show the people, but I'm sure if they were really interested to look it up. But this is the picture.
That's not Spider-Man. That's Spooderman.
That's Spooderman.
That's Spooderman. What the fuck?
Yeah, dude.
The way he looks.
Dude, it's fucking crazy. I can't believe that. But the whole Pokemon thing I hate is...
So it's getting worse because... So scalpers are...
Oh, dude, I've seen these videos. People fucking losing their minds over these Pokemon.
Dude, like, it's ridiculous, dude. The fucking scalpers are the first ones on the scene when they have a restock, and they attack these fucking things like animals, dude.
And I saw this video, too, which is smart in a sense. So, of course, you know, there's a line.
Yeah.
And there's the long lines for these Pokemon cards. Mm-hmm. So people who are up in the front were going to get him because some stores, they're like, you can only get this much.
Yeah, only one or two.
Yeah, one or two. So, like, they come out and try to scalpel the people that are still waiting in line.
Are you serious?
Yeah, they'll be like, you want Pokemon cards? They're charging double right outside, right when they walk out the door with the product.
Wow, dude. I mean, I guess it's smart in a sense.
Smart in a sense.
But it's pretty scummy, dude, because usually the ones that, like, who's the majority of the people that want Pokemon cards? Kids.
Oh, no, I take that back.
You don't think so?
After my car show thing?
Okay.
No, it's not kids.
Well, I mean, now knowing that these guys they know that the parents are going to be like, my kid really wants this Pokemon thing.
Yeah, I get you on that.
So parents are going to buy for their kids. They're going to pay double the price, you know? But then also there's some times where the parents like, fuck that, I can't get that for my kid. And then now what do they got to tell little Timmy, little Bobby? Sorry, son, I couldn't get it because they ran out.
Yeah.
And now,
Sorry, Becky.
And there goes Becky devastated.
Yeah.
What a piece of shit.
Dude, that's fucking funny, though. That shit cracks me up. But I've seen videos where people, like, I didn't know that they even have, like, certain places. There's a Pokemon vending machine.
Yes.
Where it just sells Pokemon packs. My God. And people are just going in line, like, buying up. I've seen videos where a guy's in line recording someone just pretty much buying them all, calling them out, and it's like,
look at this piece of shit.
Look at this piece of shit.
And they don't give a fuck either. Yeah. The guys are all like, okay, I don't care. I'm buying it.
I mean, he's buying. He's
buying them. So
doesn't have a limit.
Exactly. Yeah, no. And I think I haven't seen a vending machine here in San Antonio at all. I haven't seen one of those Pokemon vending machines, but apparently a lot of people that walk up to these machines saying like, oh, I'm going to buy myself a Pokemon a deck or something, it always says sold out.
Yeah.
It always says sold out. Like if they got restocked that morning, they're sold out that fucking morning. And then the rest of the day, guess what? It's empty. Just fucking empty.
It's bizarre to me.
That I don't understand. I mean, I understand the hype of Pokemon cards where a lot of people wanted them because they wanted to play with them. But now what's the point?
I understand the part of Pokemon cards being collectibles because I'm talking about the cards during our time.
The first gen?
First gen all the way till maybe 10 years back. But people are going crazy for the new shit.
That's what I'm saying.
And people are thinking, like, I don't understand why people are charging so much for new stuff. But it's kind of the way I like to see it is, like, this happens with a lot. This happened with Bean Babies. This happened to the comic books back in the 90s. This happened with Pops. It's a big boom where it's big right now, but it will essentially, and the hype will go down.
But I don't think back in the day it was this bad though, where like you have fucking scalpers like punching people for
Well, yeah, because they're manufacturing them. Well, shit, like everyone's going crazy, but Nintendo's over there with what's that meme with the guy behind the tree, like just rubbing.
Oh yeah, just like licking his lips.
Nintendo, like where's it like people killing each other for Pokemon cards? Nintendo behind the tree, just like rubbing their hands.
I mean, it makes sense. Like, Nintendo don't give a fuck.
No, they're making money.
They're making
stupid.
Yeah. Well, not really, because think about it. The scalpers are buying them at base price.
Yeah.
And then they're selling them at double. So the ones making money here are the scalpers.
Of course.
Not Nintendo. Nintendo's going to be like, why are they making more money than us? What the fuck, dude?
No, Nintendo. That's what Nintendo wants, because no matter what, they're getting bought out.
Yeah, they're selling out.
Yeah, they're selling, and you got to remember, not every Pokemon deck or pack is going to have something worth anything. It's still a gamble.
Yeah, I feel like that's probably where like Nintendo's probably going to be like, you know what? Let's start selling packs that have nothing but rares, but for
then
$100 a pack.
No, because you got to remember, Nintendo's the manufacturer. If they did that, then it wouldn't be rare no more.
That's what they want. They want people to just buy them out. Fuck it.
That's what I'm saying. They like you said, people are turning around selling it for double. They're still getting. Remember, they're the ones manufacturing this. Maybe spending what? It's just paper. Yeah. When you really think like
stock.
What? Like okay, they're probably each booster pack, which has like what 9-11 cards. They're probably spending technically $5-6 when it comes to them selling it for double, which like usually a pack goes for like $17 to $20.
Sounds about right.
And yeah, of course, everyone's probably turning around selling it for $40, but they're still getting their money's worth.
There's money's worth. Yeah,
there's money's worth no matter what.
They're getting.
That's how
profit.
it works.
Yeah, no, you're right. That's still. I know I'm right.
I know I'm right.
But nah, I mean, for me, like, yeah, and scalpers are scum.
Well, everyone hates scalpers. I mean, look at the PS4. I mean, the 5. Remember what happened?
Was it PS4 or PS4 that people were like
5?
It was 5.
It was 5 where people were like buying before it even hit shelves.
Yeah.
And by the way, did you see how the Switch 2 is dealing with scalpers?
Nah.
So if you didn't know, if you want a Switch 2 on release, you have to already have a Switch. You have to have a Nintendo membership that's over a year already.
Mm-hmm.
And then you got to show on it doesn't matter, like your gaming history, at least 60 hours over.
What the fuck?
To show that you actually have a console.
What the shit?
Yeah, that's how they're dealing with Scout, which is smart.
Yeah, no, absolutely. But I mean, wouldn't that make them lose money? How after all that stuff that you just explained?
No. People are still going to buy the Switch.
I mean, I guess not in record numbers as the fucking Pokemon cards.
Not in record, yeah, of course not. Because I mean, Pokemon cards, they manufacture that a lot quicker than they would a console. Console takes a little bit more time.
Chips
and all that.
And all that. Yeah, true.
And I think it's smart. I think it's pretty. It's a big fuck you to scalpers, and that's going to be the way it is in the beginning. And then eventually it's going to be like, okay, we're on shelves. By the time that happens, scalpers and you can't scalp if they're doing that.
Well, I mean, one of the ways people dealt with scalpers back in the day with the PS5s, it was like all these scalpers would buy all these consoles and then they would be like selling them for double the price. A lot of people just stopped buying the consoles. Yeah. They just stopped completely.
Yeah.
And all these scalpers had all these consoles without no way of like, I need to make my money back and then some. So they were stuck with like 50 consoles. What am I going to do with them? But like, legit, a scalper went online, made a video saying like, fuck all of y'all and shit like that. He got pissed.
Yeah, fuck you for not letting me steal your money.
Yeah. No,
how dare you?
Pissed. Of course, he did it with the mask. He didn't want people to know who he was, of course. Oh. So he went off. He went on a rant saying like, fuck all of y'all. Now I have all this stock. What am I supposed to fucking do with it? Blah, 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 blah. He was pissed because Sony got on the they got on the fucking ball. They got in the game and said like, you know what? Let's like double production because people want these fucking consoles. And that's what started happening. Consoles were always in stock. So instead of buying from the scalpers, fuck it, let's go to the store.
Mm-hmm.
Get it at a normal price. This dude was fucking livid.
Yeah.
He was livid, dude. But I guess that's karma for you.
Yeah. Well, no, that's karma big time.
Karma.
I mean, I got lucky because my PS5 was actually the first release PS5 back in the scalper era of the PS5. And I got lucky because I knew of somebody who happened to know a guy at Best Buy who was the one who unloaded them.
Yeah.
So since they were friends and I was friends with the first guy, all that guy did was purchase it And I just gave him his money back. He didn't even charge me. I just gave him his money.
Yeah.
So I got lucky.
Smart. No, that's smart.
Yeah.
That's fucking smart. And I'm pretty sure, I mean, if it was me, like, I would have thrown in a couple of bucks just for the guy.
Oh, I gave him $10.
Yeah. That's what, I mean, and all he did was just like, here you go.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Just
got his money back.
Transfer.
And,
you got an extra $10.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Just for nothing. Just for.
He got a percentage.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. He should have been doing that. He should have been doing that for like people. Yeah, y'all want a PS5?
Yeah, you want a PS5?
Like a dealer and shit.
Is that your mom? Well, hold on. Forget the money.
Let me see your mama.
Let me see your mom's titties.
But yeah, no, that's dope. That's dope.
But one thing in our most important segment, verses. Verses. Are you ready? I got the verses this time.
Okay.
And I, of course, there's lots of verses, but this one I wanted to stick with some video games and an era which I'm not in no more, but Call of Duty versus Battlefield.
Damn, man. I mean, okay. Call of Duty, it has its history. Battlefield has its history also. But when it comes to the whole multiplayer, oh man, dude, I gotta give it to Battlefield.
Yeah.
I'm a fan of Battlefield, man.
See, that's a hard one for me too, because I was a Call of Duty kid back in the day.
Yeah.
Like I was that kid that was every year always buying, up until after Ghost, I believe. Ghost sucked, man. I never played them again.
Yeah.
But Battlefield, I picked up Battlefield, I want to say 3 in the later years of when it was already out, and I loved it. But then they came out with Battlefield 1.
Battlefield 1?
Battlefield 1, yeah. Battlefield. Yeah, so they came out with Battlefield 1, and that was a game changer for me. The trailer, I remember seeing the trailer, and I was like, oh my, because I was a sucker for World at War, if anyone remembers Call of Duty World at War.
Yeah.
That was what got me into Call of Duty. I love the whole World War II.
Mm-hmm.
So when they've released Battlefield 1, it was based in World War I, but this was a Battlefield game, meaning more people, bigger maps.
Mm-hmm.
And I was hyped. And let me tell you, the hype was very over the top, meaning like it was better than what I thought it was going to be.
Was World at War have multiplayer?
Yeah, World at War Call of Duty multiplayer.
Yeah.
I remember it was like 8v8, or if you played Ground War, it was like 12v12. But in Battlefield, it's 24 versus 24.
Okay, see, I love that.
Yeah.
On Battlefield 1, I love that. It was called Full War or something like that. It's something like that, but I love the fact that you were taking over sections of the map.
Oh, yeah. It was pretty much
defend and
defend the flag. Pretty
something like that. Yeah. It was defend the area.
Capture the flag. That's what it was called. Capture the flag.
Are you sure?
Well, in Call of Duty, it was called capture the flag. But Battlefield 1, it's the same. It's just not a flag. You're just capturing the base.
The area, yeah. So, but it was massive.
Yeah, it was massive
areas, dude.
It was fun.
It was fun. That's why I got to give it to Battlefield, because I love that whole. If you were the attacker, anytime that you would take over a new area, it would say like, all right, rush the new area. And you'd hear the guys in the background, like yelling. Yeah, exactly. You're just charging. I'm like, dude, that's badass. Yeah. My life. Did you say chocolate? Chocolate.
But no, dude, Battlefield 1's still one of my favorite video games ever. I put so many hours, and that game's like maybe like 8 years old by now. Not 10 years, maybe at least 7 or 6 years old. And I tried playing it the other day, and granted, people still play it, but it's full of mods.
I bet.
If by now, yeah.
I bet, because I remember this was a couple of years back, but Modern Warfare 2 had already been out for a while.
Yeah.
A fucking while. And I remember I was thinking, like, I wonder how the lobbies look now. So I jumped into it. Bro.
There was just sliding across
the fucking map. Not to mention, there was already like fucking 3 UAVs, 4 fucking choppers just gunning everybody down at the same time. I'm like, man, this game is fucking broken, dude. How can everybody play this fucking game anymore? It was crazy. But one game that I never saw any mods on it was Battlefield. I never saw any Battlefield mods.
I never saw mods, but people will be gliding and stuff.
Really?
Yeah, by now, yeah.
Oh, I mean, yeah, by now. But I mean, I even then, because I started in Battlefield 4. Battlefield 4. That's when I started, when the whole new system of like the buildings collapsing and shit came in.
Yeah.
That's when I got into Battlefield. And then, of course, Battlefield 1, and then it had 5, and then, yeah.
And 5 was a fucking dumpster of fire.
Hardline for me. Hardline was...
Oh, I heard Hardline was terrible.
Terrible, dude.
I heard Hardline was horrible.
The driving mechanics and everything like that was bad.
And then they came out with the other one where it's like, it's the past versus the future. Some shit where they whipped them together.
I think that was 5, dude.
No. 5 was based in World War II. Yeah, Battlefield 5. They did it weird. They went from Battlefield 1 to be Battlefield 5, and it's based in World War II.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Because I know Battlefield 1 was based on, like, the past.
World War 1.
Yeah, World War 1. And
that's what everyone thought, like, oh, Battlefield, the next one after this will be World War II. They'll probably call it Battlefield 2. No, they call it Battlefield 5. And it was the maps were horrible. Like, and the gameplay was shit.
I bet.
And it was bad. And from going from Battlefield 1 to Battlefield 5, which is part 2, in a sense, it was horrible.
Shit.
And that's why I haven't, like, played it. But they just announced, like, I think a month or two ago, they're making a new one, and it's paced back in the past.
Okay.
So they're going back in the past again.
Because what I liked about Battlefield 4, it was that it was modern.
Yeah, it was modern.
It was a modern game. You had the modern weaponry and everything like that. You had jets, you had tanks and all that. But what caught me on that Battlefield is just like how you would take down buildings.
Yeah.
Because I remember a lot of the times people would spawn inside a building and people would just start getting tanks and demolishing the foundation of the fucking building, so you can see a bunch of little blips just 15 kills. 13 kills. The 13 kills of like people just dying. The whole team's dead. Yeah. Team wide. It was bad. But of course it was still fun. Yeah. It was still fucking fun. And isn't that where that one famous fucking scene came out of, where this guy's on a jet and he's in a dogfight? So he flies all the way up, gets out of the jet, uses an RPG to kill the other guy, and his jet's coming down and he gets on it, and then he takes off.
Fucking stupid.
Bro, it was stupid, but at the same time, it was
If someone ever did that in real life, they'd be swimming in it.
Oh, no, dude, it was crazy. I love that scene. It was great. It's a historic scene.
Yeah, it's a historic scene.
Yeah,
thank God for the internet, because we wouldn't have known about it if this was back in the early ages of the multiplayer.
I mean, for me, my first multiplayer, like, versus was GoldenEye. GoldenEye was my first multiplayer versus.
But not online.
No. Online, my first online was... and it makes me laugh because I don't know if you remember this game called 25 to Life.
Yes.
That was my first multiplayer game.
Really?
Jesus.
Sorry.
Hello?
Yeah, the door just opened.
The door just opened on its own.
Just, we were talking about goddamn Annabelle.
And there she is. She's looking through the cracks. I see an eyeball there.
That's probably dog.
No, actually, anyways. Basically, for me, like, I think they did good with Battlefield 1. I love Total War. That's what it was called. Total War.
Oh, Total
War.
Oh, yeah, that's what it was called. Total War.
Total War, yeah. And of course, the freaking, what was it, 24v24?
Yeah, 24v24.
The only time that I seen that on Call of Duty was in I believe the whole Battle Royale shit.
Yeah.
Ground War. Ground War, yeah, where it was like 12v12. Mm-hmm. So I that's why I got to choose Battlefield.
Yeah. So you're going with Battlefield?
I'm going with Battlefield, dude.
Yeah, I'm going to go with... And see, to me, it's like I got to draw... I can't say it's a tie. So right now, God.
Go ahead and think about it. I will say this right now. Keep in mind that Call of Duty has always been a staple since the very, very beginning of the PS2. When did Battlefield come into the scene?
I honestly don't know. When Battlefield first came.
Then that's what I'm saying.
I would say it had to be the 360 era.
You think so?
I would think so.
I thought Battlefield was a PlayStation exclusive.
Maybe in the beginning, but I played Battlefield 3 and Battlefield 1, 5. Well, not 5, but Battlefield 1. Well, Battlefield 1 was on the PS4. Battlefield 3, I believe, was on the PS4 as well.
Ah, damn. So the first installment of the franchise was Battlefield 1942, which was released for Microsoft Windows and OS X computers in 2002.
That's hella.
Damn. And since then, the series installments have sold 88.7 million copies worldwide as of November 2022. So this game's got
The game has hype.
it's got
Got a following.
it's got a following for sure, but it also has it's got its notches under its belt because
What about Call of Duty?
Call of Duty, I believe.
So that's a real question.
Oh,
All those horny little teenagers talking shit.
the first installment of the Call of Duty franchise, the first game in the series was 2003.
Also, Battlefield came first. Right?
It came one. Damn, oh shit. So I'm wrong. I'm completely wrong on this shit. Developer, Infinity Ward, publisher, Activision. Yeah, no, that's shit.
Did it say how many copies overall?
Based on 90 Tech 3, no, was released October 29th, 2003.
Wow.
Damn,
Hello.
dude. Was it was on the PlayStation 2 and Xbox. So Battlefield started off on PC.
Mm-hmm.
Call of Duty started off on PlayStation, Xbox, and GameCube.
Dang, even GameCube? Jesus.
Yeah. I mean, well, Call of Duty Finest Hour is a 2004 first-person shooter. Yeah, it was for the GameCube, PlayStation 2, and Xbox. So I'm pretty sure the first Call of Duty was on the PlayStation because I remember playing that Call of Duty.
Mm-hmm.
It was a good game. It was fun.
I played Call of Duty 3. That was the first Call of Duty I played back in the 360 days.
Damn, 360.
360.
You're hitting me in the nostalgic feels.
Well, it's crazy because that was the first time I played online when it comes to online multiplayer. Call of Duty 3 back at an old friend of mine, David's house.
Mm-hmm.
And like, I remember putting on his little cheap ass headset back in the day on the 360, that one it came with, where it was just like one little
Earpiece.
that shitty ass little mic.
Bro.
It just went over your head, not around.
Yes.
Over your head.
Yes.
And
Dude.
like, I remember like jumping on, people were talking. I was like, what the fuck? Like, having conversations online with people I don't even know.
Didn't even know, but it always just talking shit.
Yeah, talking shit.
Just talking shit. Damn, dude. That brings back so many. That was your fucking Modern Warfare 2 lobbies, dude. From
by that time, it was like times 100. Like, fucking people were talking shit anyway.
massive.
And I ain't gonna lie, I was one of them.
Yeah.
Like, big time.
No, absolutely. I had a neighbor that used to like play that game religiously. He was really good at fucking Modern Warfare. But I remember going to his house one time and like just how you used to complain about our buddy David like playing that Oblivion game.
Yeah.
That fucking Elder Scrolls. He was always playing Call of Duty, and one time I remember I just showed up and he had barely turned on the Xbox. And as soon as he got into the lobby, hey you, loves to Uber Smooch 73. Yeah? You suck. That was the first fucking words out of his mouth, dude. You suck. And that's where all the shit talking would happen in the whole fucking lobby, dude.
Dude, I was always that one that would be like, your mom's a slut. Shut up. Like, your mom's a hoe.
Shit, I almost spit out my whiskey.
Your mom's a hoe.
Whoever threw that grenade, your mom's a hoe.
But
What happened today, okay?
I'm sure he's dead by now.
Oh, damn,
He was an
okay.
older guy.
We going to a dark place, okay?
Well, yeah, we always go to the dark place towards the end of the podcast.
Yeah.
So here's one for you, and this is pretty disturbing.
Really?
So let me pull it up here. I got it right here. So there was a couple, older people. They look like they're in their 50s, possibly 60s. Old white couple, your typical husband and wife. Well, they did a good thing. You see, they adopted 5 children.
Right.
And that's a good
Nice.
thing,
Home.
kids bringing a home.
Yeah.
Well, these people not just gave them a home, they made them their slaves.
What the fuck?
Yeah, so this couple was arrested, and this is for sentenced to hundreds of years in prison for forcing their 5 adopted kids to be their slaves.
What the?
They were having them cleaning, cooking, doing their laundry.
What the hell, dude? Okay, hold on. All right. Being their slaves. I mean, where to draw the line in the aspects, like, I give my kids chores to do.
No, they had chores, all right. Never ending chores.
I mean, but when it comes to, like, I don't know, like, how far were they taking it? Like, they were doing all the cleaning, cooking, and stuff like that. Were they doing anything at all, or were the kids taking over everything?
They were taking over everything.
Good Lord.
They were homeschooling us, so they got away with the excuse of why weren't they in school.
Right, okay.
So 215 years in prison.
What?
Which is pretty much life.
Yeah, no, they got, I think, like, 4 life sentences right there.
Here's a picture of a video. This is where they had them sleep. It's just a shed. It's like a shitty ass wooden shed.
What the crap? It looks like a barn.
Yeah, a shitty falling apart barn. But like 5 kids, dude, they had them their slaves. Like, it's fucking bizarre.
Dude.
And they're hiding the kids' faces, of course.
Oh, of course. Yeah, man. This is terrible.
This is up in West Virginia.
This is where I keep on saying, like, maybe back in the day I would have been like, that sucks. Oh well. But now, like you can take this sort of thing, like, deep, because as a father myself, like, I would hate to hear somebody was treating my kid like a slave. I would fucking go into an enraged state and probably catch a case in my hands or something like that.
Yeah.
So real.
These people were so fucked in the head that they had they taught the kids to laugh at the other kids when they were being abused.
What the shit?
So not only were they physically abusing them, they were mentally abusing these kids.
What the shit?
To have your kids laugh at the other kids?
That's terrible, dude. But I mean, okay, so how were they caught?
That's a good question. It doesn't say how they were caught to be actually.
I mean, like, did one of the kids get free? Like, there is another world outside.
Oh, this is how they were caught. A deputy went to their place because they owed a welfare check.
What the fuck?
And that's how he found out.
Dang.
Oh, and then a neighbor reported that they saw them lock a girl in the shed and leave overnight. They saw her leave the kid in the shed, lock it up overnight.
Dude.
That's some tough shit.
That's what a bunch of garbage
people.
What
think
the
those
fuck?
Kids are up for labors?
This motherfucker.
I'm just saying, I could use a lot of help, bro.
There's a lot of grass to be cut.
Yeah.
Dude, like, I mean, poor kids, dude. For one thing, to get taken out of, like, the home that they were in, so if you can, I guess, say it is a home, and then just to get put into, like, that type of situation, yeah, into, like, an even worse hell, dude. Fuck, dude, that's terrible. Those kids are probably scarred for life.
Probably. I mean, they're still probably, yeah, they're still fucked.
They're not gonna.
One of them's gonna kill somebody one day. Sorry to say what's gonna happen.
I mean, they're traumatized for sure. Because
traumatized for life.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, they're not gonna be trusting of anybody anymore. It's sad, dude. That's really fucking sad. That's crazy. That is dark.
Well, we gotta end it with a dark fucking thing to say.
I guess you can say we do. I mean, I can't think of another dark thing at the moment. I mean, I would have added to it by, like, a story, but I usually have in my head because I'm a dark person. I'm a very dark person.
You're very dark.
I'm very mentally disturbed.
You're very mentally disturbed. We all know it.
This week has been that bad for me.
It's been bad, hasn't it? I can tell. I can see in your eyes and your face, and by the way, you're holding that gun in the right of your hand. It's kind of freaking me out.
Shut up. Read the script. Read the script.
Shut up.
But I mean, man, dude, that sucks, dude. I feel for those kids, man. I hope they find peace, they find a better life, better parents for sure.
Oh, we can only hope for the best.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Well, upon that, this has been a really long episode, which I know you know.
Yeah.
So we should probably end it.
I guess
that's it, man. That's it. Give the people a break. I'm sure they're already tired of hearing us.
Like, these motherfuckers have been talking for what, 2 hours?
Yeah, god damn it. My wife won't even suck my dick anymore.
Shut up.
But let's end it in the lounge today, Manuel. So
absolutely.
Again, Manuel, you want to end us off on anything? You want to say your famous words?
You know,
you have to put a drum roll in there.
Yeah, absolutely. Edit that in, Steven. You know the words? Wait for it. Drink water and fuck.
Drink water and fuck. Again with the famous quotes. And that is Manuel, everybody. And of course, I, the host, am ending it. Thank you for joining us yet again with the whiskey, the cigar. Thank you for visiting the Bison Lounge, the podcast about everything and nothing at the same time. As you just heard. Have a good one, ladies and gentlemen.
Deuces.